cars and get ready to go racing. And we'll be back with you here in just a few minutes. Once again, everybody, I want to thank you for coming out to South Texas Race Ranch. We're going to have a great racing show planned for you tonight. It's been 2 months, so these drivers are anxious to get out on the track. I know some of you fans have been anxious to get into the stands and watch some racing. Hopefully we're going to have a very exciting show for you here tonight. We got the usual classes running, plus we got the Dwarf Course Series of Texas. Should be a great, fun night. Invite everybody to take advantage of all the stuff we have going on here, like, Dollar Dos Equis tonight. Got great food down there in the snack bar. Go check that out. Make sure you, if you want, you can scan the QR code in your program. I hope you got a program. There's tons of great information in there. If not, go down to the entry gate or down to the bar and see if you can grab yourself one. It'd be a great way to watch along and keep up with all the racing action. So invite you to sit back, relax, have a great evening of racing here at the South Texas Race Ranch.
All right, factory stock drivers, we heard you. You're worried about racing your car for 300 laps. Worry no more, our fearless drivers. We just want to see you make 50. Our friends at RaceOnTexas.com have stepped up to give all factory stock drivers a bonus purse for the first 50 laps during the 9th annual FCA Motorsports Lone Star 600. The first factory stock to complete 50 laps each night will earn $2,000. Yes, 2,000 smackaroonies. The purse pays out the top 10 factory stocks each night. All Arklatex and USRA legal factory stocks are welcome. Stick around and run the rest of the 250 laps for another $10,000 each night. Holy schmoly, 10K. No qualifying, no heat race, just 50 laps. My grandma could do it. You are locked in the main event when you register. Sign up now and come race the biggest race in the country, October 7th, 8th at the Devil's Bowl Speedway. It's a race and a party you don't want to miss. I'm going. More details and registration at LoneStar600.com. Let's go.
Welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Bring the family out to Devil's Bowl Speedway in Mesquite, Texas to watch 150 drivers race at the same time for $25,000. It's full of non-stop action, thrills, and spills. Adult tickets are just $15. Affordable family fun that your kids will love. Lone Star 600, presented by FCA Motorsports. Details and tickets at LoneStar600.com.
middleman, no markups, no problems. Go to www.sawblade.com. Performance Sawing.
All right, everyone, thank you so much. Great rendition of the national anthem there by our house band, Riptide. And they know more songs than the national anthem. Be sure and stick around. They're going to play some great music for you tonight after the racing is over. All right, everybody, we're going to get ready to go do some racing. And since we're at the race ranch, we're going to have everybody say, yee-haw! Let's go racing! All right, everybody, we're going to start off with the AOC Auto Parts E-Mod class. We have 16 entries tonight. We're going to break them into two heat races. This will be heat race number one. Let's start with your starting lineup. Starting on the pole will be David Sheffield in the 4K. He's from Orange Grove. Starting second will be Tyler Gilpin from Corpus Christi. He's in the 21T. Rolling off third, James Cartwright. Driver from Aransas Pass, Texas, driving number 76. Starting fourth will be Daniel Preston. He's in the 6. Starting fifth, Jaden Edmond, 00E. Starting sixth, Brianna Witchie in the 59B. Seventh place starter is your points leader in this class, Nathan Titzman. He's in the L87. And starting rolling off 8 will be Kimsey Davis of Portland. He is in the 2D. That is your starting lineup. AOC Auto Parts E-Mods Heat Race number one. All right, that's David Sheffield in the 4K. He's got control of the field. He's going to lead him around. Oh, we got a Got a late one joining the field here, number 76. That is Cartwright. We mentioned him. Sorry, Mr. Cartwright, but we're going racing! All right, it's David Sheffield in 4K. He's out quick. 21T Tyler Gilpin right there, but the 00E, that is Jaden Edmond, and that is a good car traditionally this year. And Nathan Titzman, the L87, he's your points leader. So those two cars are one, two to keep an eye on. But right now, Sheffield is out early and out quick. And we got caution. Brianna Witchy is stopped on the backstretch, the 59B of Brianna Witchy, and she has come to a halt. And so that'll bring out caution, and I don't think we even got a lap in there. I'm not sure. And doesn't look like she's getting that car refired, so we're going to send out some help her way. Yeah, official word, no laps were completed on that. So we'll have a complete restart once we can do something with Brianna Witchy's car. Brianna Witchy, one of the leaders in points in this class this year, so this is an important race for her. So whatever's wrong with that car, they need to get it in the pits and get it worked on so she can get out here for the feature race a little later on this evening. So everybody will get back where they were. Everybody that was, well, Brianna Witchy was in 6th place, so 7 and 8 will move up a spot as we get one to go this time by. All right, once again, it's David Sheffield in 4K. He's going to lead him around. Watch out for Jaden Edmond, 00E, right behind him. He's got some fast cars. Nathan Titzman, the L87, all three on the inside. David Sheffield says, time to go to work. Here we go. All right, once again, since it's Sheffield off quick, Tyler Gilpin with a better run this time. He gets a better start. He's now into 2nd place, and the 6th car moving up in a hurry. That's Daniel Preston. Daniel Preston. Titzman in the L87 is now back to 4th, but he's making his move now for 3rd. I think he's going to have it as we come out of turn number 4, although Preston battling back on the outside. Up front is still Sheffield. It's Gilpin 2nd, and now Titzman in the L87 moving into a solid 3rd, dropping Daniel Preston back to 4th. Sheffield up front, Gilpin 2nd, Titzman in 3rd. Jaden Edmond in the 00E battling with Preston for 4th as they're side by side. Looks like Titzman going to make a run down the back stretch. He's got his eyes on 2nd place. He's on the inside. On the outside is Gilpin. Inside is Titzman. Titzman has the lead coming off of turn 4, but Gilpin battles back on the outside. Meanwhile, David Sheffield in the Ford, building up about a 3-car lead as Titzman moves into 2nd. All right, Sheffield up front. Nathan Titzman 2nd. Tyler Gilpin 3rd. All right, as we get to halfway, this time by the flag stand. All right, Titzman. He is got his sights set on that 1st place. David Sheffield got a well, I would say a rear view mirror, but we don't have rear view mirrors in these cars. But he well knows that there's a car back there, and it's a good one. That's a L87 Nathan Titzman. Sheffield still. Jaden Edmond now battling for 3rd. Tyler Gilpin, and the move is now on the inside for the lead. That is Nathan Titzman in the L87. Nathan Titzman's got it. He's got a car in the way up here. Let's see how this works out. Titzman on the inside. He's going to make that stick. Sheffield battling back on the outside. The 76 car. Ooh, the 76 car and Sheffield make a little contact going into turn 1. Looks like Titzman has 1st place, and he drives away down to David Sheffield. So Nathan Titzman, L87, is now your leader. Sheffield closing in again, looking on the outside. As we come to 1 lap to go right now, 1 lap to go. It's Titzman in the lead. David Sheffield looking on the outside. Titzman lost a little bit coming out of turn 1, but picks it up going down the backstretch because regains that lead. All right, it's going to be close. Here we come. It's going to be outside Sheffield, inside Titzman. Titzman got the preferred line. He takes the win. David Sheffield finished 2nd. Pulling in 3rd in 21, that is Tyler Gilpin. Well, that is your first race of the evening. Hope you enjoyed it. We got plenty more to come. That was heat race number 1 in your E-Mod class. And the winner is your current leader in points as he comes rolling by right now, Nathan Titzman, L87. And we're going to give Nathan a chance to roll around and make a victory lap as Owen Pittman hands him the official Race Ranch checkered flag. And you notice these cars will have to go into the infield. They'll have to go onto the scale and be checked, make sure they're compliant. And that's right there behind the record truck, right by the ambulance. They'll be heading over there. And we get ready now for heat race number 2, AOC Auto Parts E-Mods. This will be heat 2. Here's your starting lineup. Starting on the pole will be Benjamin Fanning in the 96F. Starting second, Donnie Nesloni in the R10 from Aransas Pass. Starting third, Gilbert Perez III, Corpus Christi, Texas in the 3. Starting fourth, Charles Flanagan from Marble Falls in the 57. Rolling off fifth, Brad Wattups from Corpus Christi, 34W. Sixth is Jonathan Cervantes in the 46. Starting seventh, Mark Hudler, Corpus Christi in the 11th. And starting eighth, Isaac Hernandez in the 92D. That is your starting lineup. This is heat race number 2 in the E-Mod class. Up front, we have Benjamin Fanning in the 96F. He'll be leading this group around. We're missing a couple of cars. We're missing number 46 and number 11. 46 and 11, we need you. It's your time to shine. You need to be on the racetrack. E-Mod cars, number 46 and 11. You need to kind of maybe think about heading this way. Because your field of cars is getting the one to go as you go by right now. And yeah, we don't wait for long for you. So, all right, we got 6 cars instead of 8, looks like. All right, don't see any cars coming up to make a mad dash and go flying on the track, so we're going to go racing this time by. All right, lead him around. Reading him around a little slow is Benjamin Fanning. He's leading around very slow, very slow, very slow. Now he says, time to go. Here we go. We're away in racing. E-Mod class. Heat race number 2. Benjamin Fanning, 96F, takes off with the lead. Car to watch. You better keep it down that number 3. That's Gilbert Perez III. He is one of the top racers in this class all season long, and he's starting to move up now. Donnie Nesloni also in that race for the lead in the R10. Gilbert Perez is third. All right, Daniel Fanning, 96F, has the lead. Looks like Gilbert Perez has a line on the inside, may knock off 2 going down that back stretch. He takes 1, he takes down 2. Gilbert Perez the third. Battling for the lead as we come out of turn number 4. And it's Gilbert Perez the third with the lead as we cross the start-finish line, moving Fanning back to second. And Fanning now back to third. Taking in second place now is Donnie Nesloni in the R10. Moving up now down the back stretch into fourth place is the 34W. That is Brad Wattups. Brad Wattups now in fourth. Gilbert Perez the third. It looked pretty good challenge by Donnie Nesloni, but so far Perez hanging on as we go for another lap around the track. And Perez starting to stretch that lead out as he comes down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. All right, Nesloni looking on the inside as we come down the front stretch. Gilbert Perez on the outside, Nesloni on the inside. Nesloni making a move on the inside. Not going to quite make it stick as Perez pulls away from him down the backstretch. Nesloni seems to close up on the turns, but he closes up on the straights. Loses it in the straights. Once again, Perez. Perez on the outside, Nesloni on the inside. Still hanging on in third is Benjamin Fanning in the 96F, but up front it's Gilbert Perez the third in the 3. He has the inside line as we get 2 to go this time by. 2 to go for our 2 front runners, Gilbert Perez and Nesloni. Nesloni once again looking on the inside as we go through 1 and 2. Gilbert Perez the third typically pulls away down the backstretch, and he does once again. And we got a car around over in turn number 2, excuse me. But he's spun it around, and he's still racing. All right, white flag, last time around. Gilbert Perez the third, Donnie Nesloni. Hard racing here for the lead as Brad Wattups has now moved into third. Gilbert Perez the third pulls away down the backstretch. This is where Nesloni typically closes in, coming into the turn. And not going to have room to make a pass. That is Gilbert Perez the third with the win. Second place is Donnie Nesloni. And here's your third place runner, Brad Wattups in the 34W. He takes third. And there we go. All right. That is heat race number 2 In the AOC Auto Parts E-Mod class, your winner is Gilbert Pettis III. Not a big surprise. He's won a bunch of them. All right, folks. Next up, we got heat races coming for the Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. As you see our winner come rolling by, Gilbert Pettis III. We'll go him a big round of applause. You're going to see a lot of him tonight. He's racing in 2 different classes tonight and does very well in both. All right, here is heat race number 1. This is your Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. We'll get you the starting lineup. Looks like this. Starting on the pole, Adam Stelly, number 93, Kingsville, Texas. Starting second, Braden Becker, 117T. Starting third, Tommy Northcutt, Corpus Christi, in the 50. Rolling off fourth, Keith Lisher out of Temple, Texas. He's driving the 47. Starting fifth, Thomas Mack. He is from Temple. He is driving the 44M. Starting sixth, Billy Groff, Helotes, Texas, 88. We got green. We're going racing. Off quickest, the 117T, Braden Becker. And you've probably heard his name a lot. He's raced here a lot. And he's raced very well, I might add. Braden Becker, 117. He's the man off in a hurry. All right, it's Becker with a big lead after one lap. 47 is now second place. That's Keith Lisher. Lisher is in second. We got a pretty good battle for third. There's no battle up front right now. Mr. Braden Becker's got it covered. He's been racing these cars for a long time. He knows his way around this track. He's been here many times. All right, in third now. Moving into third, number 88. Excuse me, that is Billy Groff. And Billy Groff, as soon as I say something about him, he spins out over between 1 and 2. Right now, we're still green, and he's away and rolling, and we're still racing. All right, second place is the number 47 car. That is Keith Lisher out of Temple. Number 44, another racer out of Temple, Thomas Mott, is now into third. And it's a pretty good way back from the first 3 back to the number 4 car. Halfway that time by the start-finish line, halfway as we roll by. And it's still all about Braden Becker and the 117T. All right, things are pretty well settled down up front. No contest up front. 117, Braden Becker. Second place, 47. That is Keith Lisher. Third place, Thomas Mock. All right, 2 to go for Braden Becker. And yeah, there's some guys that'll give Braden Becker a tussle later on when we get into the feature race, but right now he's got this group covered big time. All right, white flag coming out. Braden Becker in the 17T. He's got one more time around. As we do the 2 cars from Temple. Ooh, a little squirrely there for 47. Keith Lisher as he comes to the start-finish line. All right. Here's a checkered flag, and it's waiting for a 117T. Braden Becker. He takes the win in heat race number 1. 47 coming in second. That is Keith Lisher. And fourth, that'll be Thomas Mock in the 44M. Second and third these cars, both of them coming in from Temple, Texas. Okay, yes, these cars, they play by their own rules, and they do not have to go to the pits. That's only for the local classes, or go to the weigh station, to the scales. And we're ready for heat race number 2, Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. Let's go ahead and set the starting lineup. As best I can tell, we're missing a couple of names for a couple of drivers here. Starting first, Colby Urbanovsky in the 24. Starting second, the 91 car, driver name unknown. Starting third, in the 8 car, also don't know his name either. Starting fourth, Dylan Budnick. He's a good one. He's at Barney, Texas. He drives the 25. Starting fifth, Dustin Root in the 41T, another driver that's having a very good year. Rolling off sixth, Joe Sansing out of Houston. He drives the 56. So, yes, nobody turned in a name for 91 or number 8. So, I will try to find out who those is. If somebody knows, that's here with the Dwarf Star Car Series. Come on up and let me know who's driving number 91 and number 8. I don't want to have anybody not get recognized. All right, right now up front is Colby Urbanovsky. We've seen him race here many times before in the 24. He's going to lead him around to the start-finish line where there's a green flag racing, and we're away, and we are doing just that. We are racing! And it's up front. It's Urbanovsky off to a quick lead. Got a couple of Chargers coming up right behind him here. All right, it's getting a little crowded up front already after one lap. 41T and 25. Two very good drivers. I told you to watch out for these two guys. They're hot drivers this year. Dustin Rude's in the 41T, Dylan Budnick in the 25. And I think those are the two cars to watch in this race as they now take off in spots 1 and 2 and race side by side coming out of turn number 4. Let's give that one to the 41T of Dustin Rude. Dylan Budnick in the 25. We've seen him race here many times. We've seen him win here many times. Right now it is Dustin Rude in the 41T, Budnick in the 25. 24 holding down third, Colby Urbanovsky. All right, we're halfway done with this one. Still up front, it's the 41T of Dustin Rude, driver out of Danbury, Texas. And he's starting to pick up some lap traffic as he goes around Joe Sansing in the 56. All right, Rude coming around again. He's starting to widen that lead out on second place, Dylan Budnick. Still running third is Colby Urbanovsky in the 24. Good ways back to number 91, the unknown driver in the 91. Running fourth. All right, Rude in the 41T. With 2 laps to go. Goes rolling past in the lead. All right, you were wondering if there was going to be anybody here to challenge our leader in that first one. Yeah, I think we got a couple of challengers here. There's one right now with the white flag. That is Dustin Rude. Second place, Dylan Budnick. Comes third, that is Colby Urbanovsky. This is the last lap for heat race number 2 in the Dwarf Car Series. Here he comes flying home to a checkered flag. That is 41T. That is Dustin Rude. Second place goes to the 25, Dylan Budnick. And here comes number 24. That is Colby Urbanovsky with a third place finish. And that is heat race number 2. So, yeah, that first race was pretty well dominated by Braden Becker. But as you can see, he's going to have some serious competition when we come to racing in the feature race later on this evening. All right, next up, we got heat race number 3 in the Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. Here's the way they're scheduled to line up. Starting on the pole, Ron Thiel out of Victoria, driving the number 7. Starting second, Dylan Coyne. He's from Bernie, Texas. He drives the 12T. Starting third, Kristen Stelly out of Alice. 95 is his car number. Starting fourth is Charles Davidson from Bernie, driving the 5. And then there's Danielle Long out of Smiley, Texas, in the 08. I would say out of this group, keep an eye on Dylan Coyne in the 12T. But we shall see. Up front, it'll be Ron Thiel from Victoria. He's driving the 7 car. All right. Need to close up that pack a little bit. The caution light is out. And the green light is waving. Green flag is waving. I am sorry. Green flag. That is a flag. That's not a light. But we do have a green light out there also. All right, off quick. That is the 12T. That is Dylan Coyne. Dylan Coyne is your leader. And in second place, the 7 car of Ron Thiel. Dylan Coyne, driver with a lot of experience in this class. And it shows. He's off to a quick lead. Already got a straightaway lead after just 2 laps. Dylan Coyne in the 12 tee. Second place coming by right now, and that is number 7, Ron Thiel. Third place, 08. That is Danielle Long out of Smiley. All right, we got a challenge now on the track for second place. Looks like Danielle Long got her sights set on getting around the number 7, and looks like she's going to do that as she rolls through 3 and 4 and moves into second place, dropping Ron Thiel in the 7 back to third. All right, Dylan Coyne, you got a half a track lead now in the 12 tee. Danielle Long is in the 08, and we're halfway through this one. All right, your challenger for the feature win tonight. Let's add the number 12 tee, Dylan Coyne, to that group. It looks like he's going to be able to put down some fast laps once we get into the feature race tonight. As he is. He's making a mockery of this race, or whatever you want to call it. He has got a full over a half-track lead right now, as we had 2 to go at that time by, so we're getting close. 08 Danielle Long. Congratulations to her. She's in pretty good shape for second, but she has no chance for first. White flag. There's the 12 tee. Dylan Coyne in the 12 tee. One more lap around. And yeah, we coasted home from here. All right, here comes the 12 tee. He coming in hot. He's been hot the whole race. That is Dylan Coyne. Gonna have to wait a while for second place to come rolling by. And we're waiting, and we're waiting. Second place is here. Danielle Long in the 08. She rolls home with a second. And we're still waiting on third. Third place is coming. There it is, number 7. That's Ron Thiel out of Victoria. He takes the third spot. And that is your heat races for your Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. And yes, looks like we got about 5 or 6 real good contenders for a really, really good feature race tonight. All right, next up, we're going to Pro Line Pure Stocks. We have got, looks like 10 cars in this class home tonight. Here's your starting lineup for heat race number 1. Jerry Walters out of Corpus Christi in the 127. Starting second, Emma Hendricks, Sandia in the 8E. Starting third, J.C. Paul in the 4J. Rolling off fourth, Parker Titzman in the 56. Starting fifth, Hudson Maklachek in the 32. And in sixth place, it'll be Curtis King, and he'll be driving the number 42. We got all 6 of them out there on the track. We got the caution light out, and I think we're going to have a green flag waiting for Jerry Walters next time he rolls by in the 127. He's leading the cars around. He likes to start early, and he starts midway through 3 and 4, and he's off to a very quick lead. A little bit of a slow start there for the 8E of Emma Hendricks, and Jerry Walters off quick. And Jerry Walters, he should be the class of this group, but Curtis King's a good driver in the 42. 32 is a Maklachek. Those guys are always good. All right, Emma Hendricks in the 80. She's holding on well to second place. Curtis King on the inside in the 42 has third, but he's being challenged on the outside by J.C. Paul in the 4J. All right, we got them stacked up right now behind Emma Hendricks up front. It's Jerry Walters. Curtis King now moves to the third. Got his sights set on getting around Emma Hendricks for that second spot in the 80. He goes down the backstretch, closing ground, getting up to her door, but see if he can hold it as we go through turns 3 and 4. Curtis King loves the inside line. That is his line. Let's see if he can make it hold through 1 and 2. If he can take the lead right here. Not lead, excuse me, second place. Leads away up there, Jerry Walters. Still Curtis King battling to get around Emma Hendricks at the 80. Up front, once again, Jerry Walters taking it on out halfway right now, this time by. And Curtis King has cleared Emma Hendricks and now in second place. He got 4 laps to do something with Jerry Walters. It's going to take a caution for anything there to happen. All right, back in the battle for third. Emma Hendricks on the outside. And it is J.C. Paul on the inside in the 4J. And it looks like we got some smoke coming out of the 42 of Curtis King. That may not be a good thing. Hard to tell where that's coming from. And yeah, he may be slowing down because a lot of cars stacking up behind him. We got 3 wide coming down for third place. And it looks like Hudson Maklicek, J.C. Paul, they're battling for third. Again, Curtis King seems to have a little bit of a problem. It's slowed him down some in the 42. All right, 2 laps to go as this pack comes rolling by. Forget about Jerry Walters. He's already ready to put that horse in the barn. But up front, here for second is Curtis King. He's got cars on behind him, cars on the outside. Can he hold it? 1 lap to go for Jerry Walters. Curtis King on the inside in the 42. He loves running on the inside. That is his spot that he prefers. On the outside is J.C. Paul in the 4J. Still King on the inside, Paul on the outside, Hudson Maklicek there, right behind in the 32. Checkered flag waving for Jerry Walters. He takes the victory in the heat race in the pure stock class. Heat race number 1. Here it is for second place. It is Curtis King for third place. I want to say that's J.C. Paul in the 4J takes third. Curtis King second, J.C. Paul third. Your winner is Jerry Walters in the 127 car. All right, here comes Jerry Walters. He's been a dominant car in this class for a couple of years now, and don't see anything slowing him down this year either. All right, he rolls around with his victory lap. Let's take a look at the competitors in heat race number 2. This is the way they're going to line up on the pole. Jamie Deere, here's your points leader in this class. He's in the 15D. Starting second, Alexis Powell. She's driving the number 9. Starting third, Dennis Folkerts in the 139. Rolling off fourth, Jared Carroll in the 199 from Rockport, Texas. And starting fifth, Stephen Whitaker III from Robstown in the 88. All right, that 199, I haven't seen that car yet this year. That's Jared Carroll out of Rockport. All right, we got 5 cars on the track. This is heat race number 2, Proline Pure Stocks. Jamie Deere would be the man most likely to keep an eye on, but Stephen Whitaker III, he can fly at times back there, starting in the 5th spot. And he is right now, I believe, in second place in points in this class. And I think Jamie Deere, the man up front, is the man leading in points, but it's very close. It's like 14 points difference, and we still got 4 more races to go this year. Yeah, that's right. We're not done racing this year, so don't forget about us. We're going to be racing for a good while. We got a lot to make up for all the rainouts, and we're going to make it up. All right, got a little track cleanup going on out in turn number 3. All right, track cleanup is done. Caution light is out. Jamie Deere going to lead them on around for a green flag as we're ready to go racing. Jamie Deere rolling them slow, rolling them slow, rolling them slow. Jamie Deere says time to go. Here we go. We're off and running. Heat race number 2, Pure Stocks. Up front, Jamie Deere in the 15D. 139 makes a quick move on the inside. That is Dennis Folkerts. He takes over second. That 9 car, that is Alexis Powell. She has third. Folker started in this class about midway through the season, but he's been making very good progress as the season has gone on. Jamie Deere, longtime racer in this, in this class, and yeah, he's a pretty good 2-car race up front. Dennis Folkerts, I don't think is going anywhere. Jamie Deere is always a good racer. Always get a good run out of him. Alexis Powell in the 9, now settling into 3rd spot. All right, Jamie Deere starting to step out a little more. Each lap we go, he gets a little further ahead of Dennis Folkerts in the 139. Alexis Powell in the 9 running second. Looking for Stephen Whitaker in the 88 to maybe make a charge here. That's Stephen Whitaker the 3rd, by the way. All right, still Jamie Deere, Dennis Folkerts, and Alexis Powell. They run 1, 2, 3. All right, halfway this time by. All right, Folkerts may have made a little bit of an erosion of your leader, Jamie Deere's lead. In fact, he's closing down pretty good as we go through turn number 4 right now. Dennis Folker's in the 139. 15D, Jamie Deere in the lead. It's a 2-horse race right now. Jamie Deere, Dennis Folker's 1-2. All right, Dennis Folker's once again closes up. Coming to the turn 4. Jamie Deere holds him off. We've got 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Still in 3rd spot, hanging on, is Alexis Powell in the 9. All right, it's still Jamie Deere with Folker's tracking him back right behind. All right, we got a white flag. We're going one more time around to settle this one, and it's between the 2 cars up front. Jamie Deere, 15D, 139. Dennis Folker's. Folker's taking a look on the inside, coming out of turn number 2. Jamie Deere opens the lead up by about 1 car length going down the back. Folker's is going to run high. We're going to run high. That's probably not going to work. And it's Jamie Deere with the victory. Dennis Folker's with a nice run, finishing 2nd. And Alexis Powell in the 9. She takes 3rd spot. So that's the way it goes. Jamie Deere with the win in the 15D. And that is your 2 heat races in the books. That is for the Pro Line Pure Stocks. Got light. All right, folks, next up for your racing enjoyment tonight, we have the Judd Allgaier Racing Limited Modifieds. We got 23 Limited Modifieds in the house tonight. And let's start off with heat race number 1. Starting the pole, J.J. Jennings, driving car number 26. Starting 2nd is Vincent Aramindia in the 14A out of Seguin. Rolling off 3rd, Daniel Preston in the BD2. 4th place starter, Benjamin Maklachek, 13M. Rolling off 5th is the 15 of Chase Lavin. Starting the 6th, Jaden Edmond. He drives the 00E. Rolling 7th is Ziggy Reeser out of Orange Grove. He is in the 5K. And 8th place starting position belongs to Robert Boyd. He is in the 2. He hails from McAllen, Texas. All right, got some good races in this class. This has been the dominant class over the years here at South Texas Race Ranch, South Texas Speedway. It has been the premier class is the Limited Modifieds. Up front, you've got a good racer, J.J. Jennings. He has won championships here. But there's some other good drivers in this group. And we are about ready to go racing. All right, caution is out. Caution is out. Let's go racing. We're ready. J.J. Jennings going to lead him around. All right, JJ's ready to get a quick start. He is away and rolling. All right, JJ Jennings in the front. And a quick move. I believe that's Benjamin Maklachek. Makes a strong move. And he moves all the way up from 4th into 2nd. Going down the back stretch. Oh, wait, I am wrong. I misspoke. All right, that 2nd place car, yeah, the numbers on this side don't match what's on the other side, but that is Vincent Aramindia. We got one going way high coming out of turn number 4. Aramindia is in 2nd place, even though, yeah, it's a bit misleading when you see this side of the car, but he is driving number 14A. 14A. There's also a 14 in this one as well, which I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway. Up front, J.J. Jennings. 2nd place is that white car, Vincent Aramindia. Says he's 14A. I can't really see. We're halfway this time by. See a 14A on this side. I think that's Benjamin Maklachek's car. Or used to be. Running in 3rd, BD2. That's Daniel Preston. Daniel Preston's in 3rd. Driving the 15 car is Chase Lavin. He runs 4th up front. Taking out to a big lead is J.J. Jennings. 2nd place, Aramindia. 3rd place is BD2, Daniel Preston. Chase Lavin in the 15 and 4th. He's still hanging in there. All right, 2 to go for J.J. Jennings as he rolls by. Aram India second. I guess the biggest race right now would be for third spot. That is held down by Daniel Preston in the BD2. Chase Lavin in the 15. He might be able to take that away. All right, check. There's the white flag. There is the leader going by for the last lap. All right, once again, your biggest race right now is for third spot. Daniel Preston has it. Chase Lavin in the 15 would like to take it away. And here comes the man who's taking it away and ran with it in the 26. That's J.J. Jennings. He is your winner. All right, now we're waiting on second place. There he is. That is Vincent Aramindia. Third place goes to BD2. That is Daniel Preston. J.J. Jennings taking a win. Another veteran driver. A lot of racing out here at South Texas Race Ranch. And he takes the victory in heat race number 1 in the limited modified series. All right, as J.J. Jennings does his victory lap, let's talk about heat race number 2. Here's the way it is scheduled around lineup. Starting on the pole is the 33 car of Ray Allen Kulhanek out of Danbury. Starting second, Cody Beto in the 77. Starting third, Hector Aguirre, everyone's favorite car salesman, in the 115. Starting fourth, Gilbert Perez III. We've seen him already in the BD1. Starting fifth, Jared Maupin. He's always good when he comes to town. And he is in the 91. Rolling off number 6, Trenton Beaver in the 14, although I could have swore Trenton Beaver was in that last race. Number 7, driver I haven't seen here for a while, Brock Bowen is driving the 30K. And 8th is Michael Carlock. He drives the 76. Brock Bowen was a dominant driver here for a number of years. Haven't seen him in a couple of years, but he is back. He's in the 30K. And that is usually driven by Cody Leonard. But I think Cody Leonard's off racing somewhere else in the modifieds. And once again, doing a little track maintenance over in turn number 4. We get the 1 to go as the field rolls by. Up front on the pole, Ray Allen Kulhanek. And he has had a very good year this year racing at South Texas Race Ranch. He hails from Danbury, Texas. Next to him is Cody Beto. Cody Beto, one of many longtime legacy racing families here in South Texas. His father, Bruce, was a great, great racer, asphalt and dirt during his career. And Cody following right in his tracks. All right. Ray Allen Kulhanek, 33, leading him around. And it looks like it's time to roll him away. And there we go. Kulhanek with a quick lead. Brutus Beto trying not to lose touch as we go off into turns 1 and 2. Up front is Kulhanek. Beto has second. Got a good battle right now for third spot. That is 14, Trent Beaver on the inside. On the outside, that is BD1 of Gilbert Perez. Gilbert Perez right now has third, but he does not have the preferred line as we go into 3 and 4. We got a little bit of car banging going on there between the 3 and 4 these cars. Beaver in the 14 is ahead, but now Gilbert Perez is on the inside, has the preferred track. Up front is Kulhanek, but Bruce Beto not letting him get too far away. Kulhanek, Beto, third place, Beaver, fourth place, Perez. 2 hot drivers coming up now. Number 91 is Jared Maupin. He's always good, and when he shows up, and he's in town tonight, so let's see what happens. Number 30, that's Brock Bowen. And Brock Bowen has won several races here. All right, halfway as we roll past now. Driver out of the Victoria area, and he's driving Cody Leonard's car, the number 30. Right up front, Kulhanek's starting that break, that lead out just a little bit over our second place car of Cody Beto. Third place is still Beaver. Fourth place is Gilbert Perez, the third. All right, Jared Maupin is now clear, and he is running in the 5th spot. All right, 2 to go as we roll past the start-finish line. That's Ray Allen Kulhanek first. Second place, Cody Beto. Third place is Trent Beaver. Fourth place, Gilbert Perez the third. All right, Cody Beto has anything for our leader. He's going to have about 1.5 more laps to do it. Ray Allen Kulhanek into 33 takes the white flag. One more time around for him. And the top 3 spots seem pretty comfortable in their position. As the field takes the white flag, and we get a checkered flag out and ready to wave it at this car. Number 33, Ray Allen Kahanick. Second place goes to Cody Beto, and third is Trent Beaver in the 14. So nice run there by Ray Allen Kahanick. Led the whole way. Cody Beto with a strong second. And there was a lot of good cars in that one. A lot of good cars. But Ray Allen Kahanick calls on to take the victory. And that is heat race number 2 in the Judd Allgaier Racing Limited Modifieds. And we got one more heat race to go in this class. As we see Ray Allen Kahanick out of Danbury, Texas. Been racing here at South Texas Race Ranch this entire year and been putting on a good show. And he races in a couple of different classes usually. And there he goes by. Let's give him a hand. And we're setting up for a pretty strong feature race, as we always do in the limited modifieds. Like I say, we've got 23 cars in the house, and they'll all be on the track here for the final feature race. All right, now let's talk about your heat race number 3. It looks like this. Your starting lineup. On the pole, Marcus Maklicek in the 879. Starting second, Brian Rye in the 184. Rolling off third, Zach Courtney in the Z76. Fourth place starter, Jarrett Barber from Robstown in the 19. Starting fifth, Jet Garza in the 71. Starting sixth, Chris Rye, Corpus Christi, Texas. He is in the $4. And starting in the 7th position, Derek Gonzalez in the 73. And here we go! All right, it's Maklicek and Rye side by side as we go into turn number 1. Down the backstretch, it's Maklicek with the lead, Rye in second. All right, it's Maklicek with the lead, Rye running second. Third spot is Jarrett Barber. Well, we got 2 Ryes in this, so don't forget that. Brian Rye, I should be more specific, in the 184 is second, but he's about to give that up to Jarrett Barber in the 19. Up front is still Marcus Maklicek. Second place is Brian Rye in the 184. Next to him, the 19 of Jarrett Barber. In fourth is the $4, and that is Chris Rye. So the Rye brothers now running back-to-back. Jarrett Barber, for the time being, has second place. We got a pretty good drag race for second. And we got a car around over in turn number 2. That is the number 71 car of Jet Garza. And that will bring the caution out. He got going, but it took him a little while to do so. So we're going to throw the caution on that, because the cars were starting to head in his direction. He really just barely got it rolling. So, and he's going to take the 71 car into the pit. So Jet Garza retires, at least temporarily. It could be a flat tire, don't know. If it is a flat tire, we will give him a couple laps to get that changed out in the hot pits. All right, we've got 2 laps down. 2 laps officially in the book in this one. This is heat race number 3, Judd Allgaier Racing Limited Modified Series. And Marcus Maklicek, who won a big race recently up in northern part of Texas. All right, we see the cone thrown out on the track. For those of you who are not familiar, that is there to prevent drivers from passing before they get to the start-finish line. You're not allowed to pass anyone until you get to the start-finish line. So everybody starts in a single file until they get to that cone. After the cone, then you can start passing. But you cannot pass, you cannot pick up a spot until you get past the cone. A very muddy cone at that. But then again, a lot of stuff is muddy out here. Just want to say what a fantastic job they did getting this track ready. Look how wide the track is. It hasn't been this wide in a long time, but we'll talk about that more later. Right now we got to talk about Marcus Maklicek in the 879, and he leads them around with Brian Rye in the 184 running second. Got green flag. We got to wait for that cone. Everybody's by the cone. Let's go. Marcus Maklicek in the 879, second place. Chris Rye, third spot. Well, his brother, second place, Brian Rye. Third place is Chris Rye. Excuse me. Can't tell the Ryes without a program. All right. Maklicek in first. Brian Rye second. Chris Rye third. Knocking back to fourth was Jarrett Barber. He was kind of the loser on that restart. He'd like to get back up there and join the fray. Maklicek looks like he's got a pretty good car, got it pretty well covered as we get the halfway point right here. Got the Rye brothers running third and fourth. Jarrett Barber running fourth. Second and third. You know, I've had 2 months off, people. Give me a little break here. We haven't raced in 2 months. All right. I swear, I'll get better as the night goes on. All right, up front, Marcus Maklicek, Rye brothers side by side. Jarrett Barber right there in the mix, still side by side, the Rye brothers. And this time it is Chris Rye in the $4 taking second place. Brian Rye in the 184 moving back to third. Jarrett Barber right there in fourth. he still would like to get up there and get a top 3 finish. I don't think anybody's catching Marcus Maklicek with 2 laps to go. The 879 is still your leader. All right, that's Chris Ryan second, Brian Ryan third. All right, pretty dominating performance by Marcus Maklicek in the 879. He catches the white flag, 1 more lap to go. That's Chris Ryan second, Brian Ryan third, Jared Barber in the 19 running in 4th. Checkered flag, it is out. There's your winner. 879, Marcus Maklicek. Second place is Chris Ryan, the $4. Third place, Brian Ryan, the 184. So, a Maklicek and 2 Rise. All right, Marcus Maklicek is your winner. Jude Allgaier Racing Limited Modified Series. That was heat race number 3. And your winner is Marcus Maklicek in the 879. He's a driver who's been coming on as the season's going along, and he's getting better each time out. So he will be definitely one to watch in what should be a wild, wild feature race tonight, because we got so many good racers in this class. All right, moving right along with your racing program for the evening. Next up will be the mini modified class, and there they go, taking the track. All right, we have 10 entries tonight. Here is your starting lineup. Starting first, Cody Harding in the 59 from Corpus Christi. Starting second, Chris Dudley in the 112 from Palestine. Starting third, Bill 6 from Bishop in the 6. Starting fourth, Michael Lindsay from Corpus Christi in the 8. Fifth place starter, Bill Dunker, Corpus Christi 21. Starting sixth, Jerry Swart. He is in the 5. Starting seventh, Andy Anderson from Mathis in the 56. Rolling off in 8th will be TJ Boyd of Corpus Christi in the 72. Starting 9th, Steve Loy, your points leader, way back in the night. He's in the 15. And starting 10th will be Sharon Harding. She is in the 1-6. That'll make it the 16. I think that's the way that works. All right. We need to slows things up a little bit as we get the 1 to go this time by. And we got 1 heading off the pits. I can't see what number that is, but 1 car just exited the pits. All right, number 16, that's a new car. Sharon Harding, nice looking car. Sharon, you need to catch it up a little bit. I need to catch it up a lot. I don't know if she's having problems with that car or not. Doesn't seem to be making speed very well. But we can't wait on you, Sharon. I am so sorry. It's time for us to go racing. Up front, it's Cody Harding in the 59, and he wants to race. Let's do it. Here we go. All right. It's not Cody Harding in the 59. I think Cody Harding is the car that went off, as a matter of fact. I didn't quite catch the number on that, but he looks like he's the one that went off. That makes room for Chris Dudley in the 112 to take off in a hurry. He has been one of the dominant cars in this class this year. Right now, rolling in second is Bill 6 in the 6. And running third is the 8 car. That is Michael Lindsay. Michael Lindsay, 16 is really having her problems out there. All right, we got 3 very good cars up front, 3 of the best. Actually got 4 of the best now as Bill Dunker in the 21 moves into 4th spot. Up front is Dudley running in 2nd place. We have Bill 6 in the 6th. Third is Michael Lindsay. He drives the 8-ball car, the number 8. And when that car is right, it's as fast as any of these cars out there are. As he makes his move now for 2nd place, taking that 2nd spot away from Bill 6. Bill 6 moves back to 3rd. Up front, it is still Chris Dudley in the 112. As we get halfway, as we roll past this time, halfway around and halfway through this race, Lindsay in the 8 is 2nd. Got quite a bit to make up if he wants to get to Chris Dudley, but not an impossibility. We've seen that car make up a lot of time in a very short time. Bill 6 is in 3rd. 4th is Bill Dunker. All right, the 56 car of Andy Anderson seemed to be having his troubles tonight. Uh-oh, we got a lot of sparking coming out from under the 112. I'm not sure, couldn't tell exactly what that is, but A lot of sparks coming out from the 112. I don't think that's a good sign, but we'll see. He's got 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for Chris Dudley. Mike Lindsay is in second. Yes, a lot of serious sparking coming out. Looks like around the right wheel well somewhere there. Hard to say. See if that car holds together. Ew, a whole lot of sparks flying. As Dudley comes across and takes the checkered. Second place is Mike Lindsay in the 8-ball car. Third place in the 6 is Bill Six. And yeah, we got some problems in the 112. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't think that's a good sign. That's generally not a good sign. We got sparks flying out from underneath the car. Can't really tell what that might be. But anyway, he takes the heat race win. Hopefully whatever's wrong with that is maybe it's just metal hitting metal somewhere under there. Something got bent or something. We'll have to see. But he comes around for his victory lap. And hopefully whatever's wrong underneath that car can be fixed, because he's got a hot little hot rod there in the 112, and I'm sure he'd like to get back out and race in the feature race coming up a little later on. All right, we are moving along. This will be the last group that we're going to race, heat races tonight, and this will be the factory stock, Sames Ford factory stock class. Here is heat race number 1. Starting on the pole, Megan Dotson in the 133 from Portland. Starting second, Jesse Sandoval in the 7. Rolling off third, Mason Castaneda in the 47. Starting fourth, Jared Maupin, College Station in the 91. Starting fifth, Jarrett Barber in the 7X. Sixth is Brian Rye in the 154. And starting seventh, William Stevens in the 13S. That's the way they start. This is factory stock. And we have 14 cars tonight. And once again, we got a little track maintenance going on over in turn number 3. All right, folks, we'll have a little bit of a break once we get on to the next heat race. After that, invite you to take advantage of those dollar Dos Equis. You don't get that anywhere else in town. You got that here tonight. Cold, ice cold Dollars Dos Equis beer. Got all kind of great food down there. And we got a great band down in the turn 5 bar, and you can run down and catch them for a while as we take a brief break before we go on to racing feature races. All right, we're still working out on the track over in turn number 3. Want to make sure everything's safe and secure on the track before we go back to racing. I guess on this heat race number 1, you might want to keep an eye on a couple of cars here. One I would watch would be Jared Maupin. He is driving the number 91. And Mason Castaneda has had an off and on season this year, but he's in the 47. He's usually a very competitive car. All right, we get 1 to go this time around. The flag man gives them a signal, and Miss Megan Dotson will leave him around. Saw a lot of Megan Dotson this winter as she was racing go-karts over in Robstown in their rodeo arena. But she's moved up to a bigger car now. All right, this looks like a slow pack being led around by Megan Dotson. Of course, the idea is here, you lead them around slow, and while they're all slowing down, waiting on you, you mash the gas pedal down and pull away from them. And they have that little split second where they can't react, and you get away. And there it goes, executed pretty well by Megan Dotson. She hits the gas, everybody else is slow. She is the first one across the start-finish line. All right, that's Jesse Sandoval in the 7. He's looking there. Also 91, Jared Maupin. Keep an eye on him. 47 right there as well. That is a tough racer. That is Mason Castaneda. So we got them side by side for second place. Megan Dotson still up front. Jared Maupin in the 91 takes over second. Jesse Sandoval in the 7. He is third. Jared Maupin looking on the inside of Megan Dotson as we go down the back stretch. It's going to be a bit of a drag race. On the inside, Jared Maupin drives it in really hard, and he's able to hold it. He's holding it through 3 and 4. He's going to hold it for the win, for the lead, excuse me. And that is Jared Maupin in the 91. Always a tough driver. All right, Megan Dotson moves back to second, moving to third now in the 154. That car belongs to Brian Rye. We just saw him race a few minutes ago, and he's back now, and he is in a factory stock in the 154. All right, side by side now for second. Megan Dotson on the outside. On the inside is Brian Rye. Up front is Jared Maupin. All right, looks like Brian Rye has cleared Megan Dotson and now in second place. And he set sail after Jared Maupin in the 91. And Megan Dotson Gives a little how do you do to Brian Rye in the 54, or the 154, excuse me. Hello, I'm back here. Don't forget about me. All right, Jared Maupin and Brian Rye running 1-2. Megan Dotson in the 133, hanging right in there. All right, on the inside is Rye, on the outside is Maupin. We got a drag race down the backstretch. Maupin usually has the power to pull away a little bit, but Rye seems to pull up as we go into the turns, and he pulls up on the inside, gets to that back bumper, but that's as far as he's going to get, looks like. But he's got good position now as we go down into turn number 1. Rye on the inside, Maupin on the outside. And let's see if Rye can win this drag race. Looks like Rye wins the drag race down the backstretch. Rye takes the lead in the 154 car. That is Brian Rye. All right, Maupin battling back on the inside as we got one more lap to go. And the 2 hit, and they hit pretty hard right past the start-finish line. It's still Rye, it is still Maupin. Megan Dotson hanging right there in 3rd. All right, side by side, going into 3. Still side by side, going into 4. All right, here we go. Who's going to win it? All right, 154. Brian Rye takes the win. Jared Maupin comes in 2nd, and Megan Dotson held on for 3rd. So, wow, some pretty exciting racing there between the 2 guys up front, Rye and Maupin. Those very experienced drivers, and those 2 put on a good show there. And, well, if you enjoyed that, they'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back for the feature race tonight. All right, let's give a hand to Brian Rye. Put on a great show there. Him and Jared Maupin, both of them battling side by side. Had a pretty good banging together there coming into turn. You've already seen him win 1 heat race tonight. He's in the BD3. Rolling off 4th, it'll be Chuck Perry in the 115. Starting 5th will be Cody Leonard. He's in the 112. Starting 6th, EJ Gilpin in the 21B. And starting 7th, Joshua Sewell. Haven't seen him around here most of the year, but he's here. He's in the 38. From Kingsville, looks like he's got a brand new car. Here we go. We're racing. All right, 25R. Nathan Rahi making a quick move. Rothy with the lead, knocking Heineman down to 3rd as we got another car up on the outside now. Let's see, yeah, we got a battle for the lead now as we come to the start-finish line. There's Chuck Perry coming in 2nd. Your leader is still the 25R of Nathan Rahi. We've got 4 cars clustered together real tight up front. And it's Chuck Perry down the backstretch in the 115 taking the lead, moving Rahi into 2nd. All right, Chuck Perry, 115, longtime racer at South Texas Speedway. Started also now in South Texas Race Ranch, 21. All right, still Chuck Perry, 115. He's the man up front. All right, Nathan Rahi's running 2nd, 21. I don't have a 21 on my list. I know who that is. All right, we got a pretty good jam up behind Chuck Perry, especially for that 3rd spot. There's 3 wide going into turn number 4. All right, it's still Perry up front. All right, 2nd place is Rahi. The 21B, that's EJ Gilpin. I'm sorry, couldn't see him down there. EJ Gilpin in the 21B now takes 2nd place. Joey Heineman in the 41S, he started up front. He is now 3rd as Nathan Rahi moves into 2nd place. Joey Heineman moves into 3rd, dropping EJ Gilpin back to 4th. Got some really good cars in this class, but right now the man that is setting the pace is Chuck Perry in the 115. All right, 2 laps to go. This time by, Chuck Perry caught the wall. He caught the wall right up here at the start-finish line. Not sure what that's going to do to things. Seems to be rolling pretty good still. All right, it's Perry. We've got side-by-side action now for 2nd place. That looks like Nathan Rahi. Nathan Rahi now moving into second place. We got a white flag as we roll by one more time. All right, still up front. Now it's Joey Heineman in the 41S moving into second. Up front, it is still Chuck Perry. Heineman closing in. Brothy dropping back to third. E.J. Gilpin in the mix also. He's at fourth. All right, Chuck Perry, he needs to hold on for about another quarter lap. He's got a checkered flag. He's got a win. There it is. Chuck Perry, 115. Second place goes to Joey Heineman in the 41. Third place, Nathan Rahi in the 25R. That is the way they finish up. That is your final heat race of the evening. That is the Same Sport Factory Trucks heat race number 2. Your winner is Chuck Perry. Yes, sir. Oh, awesome. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, we just didn't have the name. We had numbers, no name. Thank you.
The other one had numbers, no names.
Yeah. Had 91 and 8, but didn't have a name by it. It's okay. It's okay.
It's all my fault.
Oh, well, in that case, you're to blame, sir.
I am. I never looked at it. Normally my computer just populates it. And for some damn reason it didn't do it, and I never even looked.
So we had name and name junior. We had name and name junior with the two names in there. All right, folks, we're at a brief intermission here. Go ahead and make full use of all the amenities here at the beautiful South Texas Race Ranch. Of course, one of the amenities we have, and we always have, is $1 Dos Equis. It's ice cold. It's waiting for you. Go check that out. It's all kind of great food. Also, Riptide is a fantastic band. Go check them out. Get a little preview of what's waiting for you after the race, because they'll be playing down in Turn 5 Bar once we get done with the racing here tonight. And so I invite you to go down and check all of that out. And well, we'll be back with you for feature racing here in not too long.
All right, factory stock drivers, we heard you. You're worried about racing your car for 300 laps. Worry no more, our fearless drivers. We just want to... 2021. What a year. It was a year full of new things. New tracks, bigger broadcasts, and more in-depth coverage. We were grateful to be able to have given back $150,000 to local racetracks, and we got no plans of stopping now. 2022 is going to bring our biggest schedule ever. Bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever, only at raceontexas.com.
Look, taking the lead, we don't follow. We need it now, not tomorrow. Don't care what they say, not changing the pace. Working too hard to be last in the race. So much time in the day, and it ain't none to waste. Working this hard to be one of the greats. Whatever it takes, put that on the plate. Life is a gamble, we raising the stakes. Hard work pays off, that's perfect timing. Changing the world, this rhyming is priceless. We got the nicest by putting the time in. Can't be the greatest, I'm not even trying. What now? We on the chase to the sundown. We on the chase to the sun up. What's up? Leading the line when we run up. Chasing, chasing, chasing. No time to be wasted.
Bring the family out to Devil's Bowl Speedway in Mesquite, Texas to watch 150 drivers race at the same time for $25,000. It's full of non-stop action, thrills, and spills. Adult tickets are just $15. Affordable family fun that your kids will love. Lone Star 600 Presented by FCA Motorsports. Details and tickets at LoneStar600.com.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, WinTech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, WinTech.tv is your source.
No middleman, no markups, no problems. Go to www.sawblade.com. Performance Sawing.
right, everybody. That sound on the track can mean only one thing. It's time to go back to racing, and we're going to start you off with a feature race in the AOC Auto Parts E-Mod class. We got 16 E-Mods going to take the track. This should be a wild one. Let's set your lineup right quick. Starting on the pole, that'll be Nathan Tetzelman in the L87. Starting second, Gilbert Perez the third in the 3. Third place starter, David Sheffield, 4K. Starting fourth will be Donnie Nesloni, Aransas Pass into R10. Fifth place starter will be Tyler Gilpin in the 21T. Rolling sixth will be Brad Wattups in the 34W. Starting seventh, Jaden Edmond in the 00E. The eighth spot belongs to Charles Flanagan, Marble Falls, Texas in the 57. Starting ninth will be Daniel Preston. 10th place starter, Isaac Hernandez in the 92D. 11 is Kimsey Davis out of Portland in the 2D. 12th is Benjamin Fanning in the 96F. 13th is James Cartwright, Aransas Pass. He drives the 76. 14th starting spot is Jonathan Cervantes in the 46. 15th is Brianna Witchy in the 59B, and she is back out there. She had problems in that heat race, but she is out there. 16th starter Mark Hudler. He drives the 11, and that is your starting lineup. We got 16 E-Mod cars. They're going to race and put on a show for you. All right, folks, caution lights are out. We are ready to go feature racing. This is your E-Mod class. South Texas Race Ranch. Leading them around is Nathan Tetzman, your points leader in this class. We're going slow. We're going to slow. He's going to lead him all the way through turn 4 slow. Nope. I am wrong. Excuse me. We have the caution light back out on the track. Caution light back out on the track. All right, we're getting them lined up, getting them snugged up a little bit more, and I think we'll see green next time. All right, up front, Nathan Tetzman, Gilbert Peters III. They've been battling for the lead in this championship's point standings all year. They're starting side by side up front in this one. Should be interesting. Going down into turn 1, got two great cars up front. All right, got a pretty tight pack. We're coming around. It's time to go feature racing! All right, L87, that is Nathan Titzman. He's off on the inside. On the outside, Gilbert Perez the third in the 3. And we got a little bit of bumping and banging going on in turn number 2, but looks like everybody's going to come through that okay. Meanwhile, up front is Nathan Titzman, Gilbert Perez, just like it's been all year long. Running 1-2, Titzman in first, Perez second. Third place belongs to David Sheffield right now. Ooh, and a good bang to the backside of Nathan Titzman by Gilbert Perez. And we got one turned around over it. Ooh! Over in turn number 2, excuse me. And we lost one, turned around over there. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can see who that was. I think that may have been David Sheffield in the 4K. They got turned around, collected a couple other cars. Looks like Brad Wattups in 34. Looks like the 57, also Charles Flanagan in that. And a couple other cars over there I can't quite see there. All right, what we're hearing from the track officials, that was a solo spin on the 4 of David Sheffield. He will go to the back. And let's see, it looks like Flanagan's car, the 57 yellow car, looks like that is rolling away. We'll see if there was any major damage there. We're still waiting on Brad Wattups, and unfortunately, it looks like Brad Wattups, number 34, is going to have to go off on the hook. We'll have to see, but the wrecker is backed up to the back of that car, and that is seldom a good sign. All right, we lost 57. That is Flanagan. Flanagan went to the pits. I think he's probably going to have that car checked out. Unfortunately, Brad Wattups in the 34WE is going off on the hook, as you can see. And that was an unfortunate situation there. Got one lap in the books, and David Sheffield with a solo spin. He was running third at the time, but lost it there going into turn number 2 and collected up 4 other cars. And looks like the worst for wear out of that group will be Brad Wattups in the 34. His car looks to be terminal for the evening. Up front, it's about what I promised you it'd be. It's Titzman and Perez. Those two have been at it all year long, and yep, they're at it again on this one. 21T, Tyler Gilpin's right there in third. As you can see, Sheffield in the 4, he's still on the track. All right, we've rejoined the track now as the 57 of Flanagan. He went into the pits, probably had it tired down, I'm assuming, from that little incident. If you go into the pits, you got to go to the back. Even though that wasn't of his doing, he still has to go to the back if you go to the pits. All right, caution lights are out. Looks like we're about to go green. Leading them around, Nathan Titzman, LED 7. All right, here we go. It's Nathan Titzman away. Gilbert Perez tracking him right in second place into number 3. Third spot is the number 21, Tyler Gilpin. All right, it's Titzman off fast down the back stretch. Gilbert Perez not going to let him get away. Oh, and we got another spin over here in turn number 2. He's going to get away. That was the number 76 car. Looked like that spin. That would be James Cartwright. And we're still green. We're still racing. Up front is Titzman. Second place is Perez. All right, right now we've got a battle developing for the third spot. Got 3 cars all on that same spot. Right now it's 21T, Tyler Gilpin. He has it. Jaden Edmond, the 00E, would like to have a piece of that second place, as would Donnie Nesloni in the R10. All right, it's Edmond, the 00E. He's looking to get past number 21T of Gilpin, going into turn 3, going into turn 4. Holding on to that third spot is Tyler Gilpin in the 21T. Up front is Titzman, second place is Perez. Got a car very slow over in turn 4. Going to pull off the track. We're losing one off the track right now. And meanwhile, up front, it's Titzman. And Titzman lost a little time going through 1, but he picks it up again when he's coming out of number 2 and lengthens that lead over Gilbert Perez. Third place is still Tyler Gilpin in the 21T, 00E, Jaden Edmond closing in there, as is the number 6 car. Right in the middle of that, Daniel Preston. All right, Gilpin kind of losing the back end of that car going down the back stretch. That's going to cost him a couple of spots as he moves from third spot back to 5th. And that one car around over in turn number 1. And that's not a good spot. I would assume we're going to throw the caution here. And yes, we do throw the caution. We got a car around. That I believe is the 92. Or I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, 92D Isaac Hernandez around over in turn 1. That brings the caution out. That's gonna put everybody back bumper to bumper again, as we will restart a single file restart. So that'll put all your leaders bumper to bumper as we go back to racing. As you see the cone coming back into play. All right, up front is Nathan Titzman, LED 7, second place, Gilbert Perez the third in 3. We now have Jaden Edmond in the 00E running third. Fourth is Daniel Preston in the 6. Tyler Gilpin in the 21T is now 5th. 6th place is Brianna Witchy. Okay, going to take a minute here to get everybody in the right position. We started this race with 16 cars. That's a lot of cars to keep track of. And we're trying to get one car moved here, or a couple of cars moved actually. As soon as we get them where they belong, we'll be back to racing. Remember the 2 guys up front, they're 1-2 in points, and you can tell they're racing like they're 1-2 in points. I've been trying to get cars around the number 11 car of Mark Cudler. That car is the lap down. 76 cars lap down. All these other cars need to go around because they're on the lead lap. And And I think we got everybody where they need to be. It looks like it.
After 59, should be 96, 46, 4. 96, 46, 4.
Nope, we're still. All right, we're still trying to get them lined up right. Still got a little problem back at the back of the pack. We haven't got it quite straightened out yet. All right, 96 needs to be around the 4. 46 need to be around the 4. I don't know if anybody else needs to be around the 4. I know those two do. All right, I think we've got it now. Yes, we have it. It's where it should be. All right, up front, it is Titzman. Remember, this is single file restart. Nobody can pass till we get past the cone. So it's up to Titzman how fast he wants to lead him around, because ain't nobody going to pass him. He says, now's the time to go, and we're going. Here we go. All right, it's Titzman off kit. Gilbert Peters to third in second. Jaden Edmond, 00E, running third. Daniel Preston in the 6. He's right there as well. And we got one around over here in turn. We got two around over in there. And 1 and 2. Looks like 92D is one of those, Isaac Peters. Everybody's away. Everybody's running. Now we got one around. It looks like the 46. That's Cervantes around over in turn number 4. He's facing the wrong way. And that's gonna bring out a yellow. He is, as the cars are closing in closer, wasn't able to get that car rolling, so we need to throw the yellow, the caution flag. We don't want a car sitting right in the middle of an important turn. And that's right where the number 46 car was, and that is Jonathan Cervantes. And it doesn't look like Jonathan Cervantes is able to get the 46 car restarted, so we're going to send out somebody to give him a little push. Nope. Looks like he may have gotten it fired. All right, Cervantes got it fired now. Don't back up over Dan out there on the cart. All right, Cervantes is away. It took a little while to get that one started. He's away. He's rolling. And he will join the back of the pack. All right, the entire field, and once again, back bumper to bumper, single file restart. Get the one to go from our flag man, Mike Riley. All right, it's Titzman, it's Perez, and it's now Jaden Edmond. Daniel Preston runs 4th. In 5th is Tyler Gilpin. 6th place is Brianna Witchy. That is the way they run. All right, caution flag is out. Once again, it's all on Nathan Titzman. Nobody can pass him until he hits the cone, so he can bring him around as fast or slow, however he feels. All right, he's going to go fast. He wants to build up momentum going down into turn 1. He wants to get as much speed as he can. Heading into 1. He has the lead over Gilbert Peters III. Gilbert Peters III closes right in the... Oh, we got 2 cars around. I look at Jaden Edmond and Preston both around coming out of turn number 1. All right. Looks like Jaden Edmond is away. Daniel Preston in the 6 is still sitting there. He's starting to roll. We need a caution, because he's going to be right in front of those cars coming out of turn number 1. So we're having a hard time getting this one going here, folks. A lot of spins early here. We're struggling getting laps in. And remember, we've been kind of out of action for a little while. All right, that was your 3rd and 4th place cars that went for a spin. So let's see. It looks like 6. Preston will get his spot back, and it looks like Jaden Edmond in the 00E has the finger pointed at him as guilty as causing that. So he will move back to the back of the pack, and Daniel Preston in the 6 will get his spot back. And of course, nobody wants to give him his spot back. And it looks like Tyler Gilpin in 21. No, I'd want that 6 back in there. All right, Brianna Witchy is a problem. 59, we need to get her back, and we need to get Preston in there in the 3rd. Daniel Preston gets his spot back. He got caught up in somebody else's spin. All right, 1 to go as they roll past. All right, you see Jaden Edmond, 00E, that was his spin. He goes to the back of the pack. Meanwhile, up front, it's still the same two. All right, Titzman's been getting them off really in a big hurry now to turn number 4. He starts right going into turn number 4. He wants to have as much speed as possible going past the start-finish line, so Gilbert Pettis, the third into number 3 car running second, gets no ideas about giving him a pass, and he carries that momentum down into turn number 1. Let's see if that's what happens this time. Here we go again. We are racing. And we're off. Nathan Titzman off. Gilbert Pettis second. Daniel Preston now moving up into third. All right, we've had a hard time negotiating these first 2 turns. Looks like everybody's gotten through this time. Hooray. We call that progress. All right, here we go. Titzman still in the lead. Gilbert Pettis the third, second. Daniel Preston is third. Brianna Witchy in the 59B. She's got her heart set on maybe taking that third spot away from Daniel Preston. She works the outside down the back stretch. Preston able to hold her off for now. Up front, Titzman continues to pull out to a little bigger lead each time by. All right, Perez the third and second. Preston third. A lot of heat on his backside from Brianna Witchy. Once again, she looks very high on the outside. Trying to get around Daniel Preston. Gives him a little shove. Saying, all right, look, I won't buy. You need to think about letting me be by. All right, Titzman Lincoln in that lead. Gilbert Perez the third and second. Preston third. Brianna Witchy fourth. Hyde Gilpin running fifth in the 21T. Boy, Titzman is stepping it on out right now. All right, still same challenge back down the back stretch. Daniel Preston in the 6. Brianna Witchy in the 59, side by side. Preston has the inside line, the preferred line, and he comes out of turn number 4 with the lead again. As you might notice, this track has gotten a lot wider. It has been a lot wider since we raced here 2 months ago. They've set the track up a little bit differently. It runs a lot wider and should run a lot higher, so we should have a better, higher line than we've had in the past. All right, here comes your leader, L87, Nathan Titzman. Second place, Gilbert Perez the third. All right, the number 6 car, he's got his hands full, Daniel Preston. And Brianna Witchy changes her tactics as Daniel Preston pushes up high. Brianna Witchy in the 59B takes that third spot away. We still got, but Daniel Preston not going to give it up that easy. Although we got 2 to go now. Things are pretty well settled up front. It looks like Titzman with a win and second place with Gilbert Pettis the third, but we still got 2 cars battling hard for that third spot. Brianna Witchy wants it. Daniel Preston lost it. He wants it back. All right, white flag. One more lap. Here we go. Up front is Titzman. He's trying to make a way around 2 lap cars. That's not going to cause him any major headache. Gilbert Pettis the third has second place nailed down. Brianna Witchy looks like she has full control of third now. Here comes your winner, L87 Nathan Titzman with the feature win. Second place goes to Gilbert Pettis the third. Third place, Brianna Witchy in the 59B. That's the way they run home. 1, 2, 3. This is your AOC Auto Parts E-Mods feature race for this evening. And a pretty good one. Nathan Titzman, Gilbert Pettis continue their battle. Although Nathan Titzman pretty much had Gilbert Pettis covered on that one. All right, here's Nathan Titzman, your winner tonight in the L87. In your E-Mod class, he takes the victory. And he is your leader in points in this class, and he did nothing to diminish that, but his main competitor came in second right behind him, so he didn't gain a whole lot either. All right, when he climbs out of that cockpit, let's give him a big hand. Nathan Titzman, your winner tonight in your E-Mod class. Very good job. L87, Nathan Titzman. And Owen Pittman taking out that fantastic 317 Awards trophy for your winner tonight. And we turn it over to you, Owen.
All right, Nathan Titzman. Hey, the L87 is rolling tonight. How's it feel to be back in the car, back to going again here at the race ranch?
Feels good. It was fun. It was a good night.
Yeah, I noticed you pretty much hung around the bottom there quite a bit. Did you try up top at all, or you just focused on your line across the bottom and did what you had to do?
Yeah, I pretty much just tried rolling around the bottom and saving or saving my car, and then you cut the race, and I just tried driving around the bottom and maintaining the lead.
Yeah, I pretty much almost had about a straightaway to him there on the end, so obviously you had that thing working well. Who do you got to thank that helps you get this done, man?
Man, I want to give a big thanks to my grandpa, Lawrence Mecklenchek, my dad, my mom, pretty much all my family for being there, and my uncle, Marcus, and Joe Armandia with Vinco Plumbing. He does a lot for me. Mattress Firm, All In Design, Ace Transmissions, and everybody else that helps me get out here, and my dad.
You said your dad already. Good job. Hey, what do you think, Parker, going to do the same thing?
Hopefully. That'd be a good night.
10-4. All right, here we go. Let's get a few pictures, guys. Y'all circle in here. Parker's his younger brother running the pure stock class, so we'll see how that goes here in just a little bit.
All right, folks. Nathan Titzman taking the victory tonight. And as Nathan Titzman cranks up that L87 and drives away, we're going to introduce you to our next feature race of the evening. That'll be the Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. And here is your starting lineup. Yes, we have names and numbers for all the cars this time. Starting up front, I'm assuming this is official, Dustin Rude, Danbury in the 41T. Starting next to him will be Keith Lisher from Temple in 47s. Second row will be Tommy Mock from Temple in the 44M. And starting next to him will be Dylan Budnick from Bernie in the 25. Rolling off in the third row, Danielle Long from Gonzales, Texas in the 08. Colvin Urbanowski from Kingsville in the 24. Starting in the fourth row, on the inside, Braden Becker from Taft, the 117T. On the outside, 7, Ron Thiel, Victoria. Starting on the fifth row, Dylan Coyne from Bernie, 12T. On the outside, 88, Brandon Spreen from Bernie. Starting next on the next row, let's see, I got to count the rows now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, seventh row. Yes, that Texas State University math has not failed me. On the seventh row, Landon Falkenberg from Temple in the 8, and Charles Davidson from Bernie. He drives the car number 5. Adam Steele is in row 8. Is that 8? Excuse me, row 7. Sorry, my bad. Row 7 will be Adam Steele in the 93 from Kingsville. Next to him will be number 56, Joseph Sansig. And row number 8 will be Kristen Steele from Alice in the 95-50. Jerry Book, longtime veteran from Corpus Christi. And bringing up the rear will be Ashlyn Newton in the 91 from Cleveland, Texas. All right, there's your starting lineup. This is the Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. Leading around on the pole, B41T. Dustin Rude on the outside to be Keith Lisher. We've seen those guys race in the heat races. They both are very strong. There are several very good cars in this. And it should be exciting. This is your feature race for the Dwarf cars. All right, coming around slow. Coming around slow. All right, maybe not so slow. Here we go. We're off and we're running. 41T, Dustin Rude goes hard into turn number 1, and the rest of the track follows. All right, it's Rude up front. That 47 car right now running in second place. That is Keith Lisher. In third, 25, that is Dylan Budnick up front. We've seen all these cars run up front in their heat races. They're right back at it. The 47 in second place, that is Keith Lisher up front. It is Dustin Rude in the 41T. All right, we got a battle right now for second place. Looks like 25, Dylan Budnick would like to have that spot. Looks like he may get it. As he come out of turn number 4, he has it. 25 moves into second place. 47, that is Keith Lisher. He moves back to third. All right, got a little bit of traffic jam out over in tire number 2, but everybody gets through that okay. Meanwhile, back up front, heading on out, is the 41T. That is Dustin Rude. Budnick second. Third is Keith Lisher. All right, starting to pass cars now. This is Rude in the 41T. Second place, Budnick. Third place is the 47. In fourth, the number 12. We saw him earlier. He's a good car. That is Dylan Coyne out of Bernie, Texas. And Dylan Coyne starting to put something together here. Number 56 is around and over in the infield coming out of turn number 2. That is Joe Sansig out of Houston. That car, I'm not sure that car is going to be able to refire. We'll see. Right now we're holding green. Looks like he may have got it started. 56 seems to be rolling a little bit, and we're staying green. Up front, 41T. Dylan Bugnick now in 25, starting to close in on the 41T. We got a new runner now in third place. That is the 12T of Dylan Coyne. Dylan Coyne, 12T, now third. And the caution is out. 56 never could quite get that car rolling. And he's sitting in a little bit of a vulnerable position over there, just in the infield right out of turn number 2. So, we group them back up. Dustin Rude, 41T, is your leader. Dylan Budnick in the 25. He runs second. Right now in third spot. Let me make sure I got this right. Third spot is Dylan Coyne in the 12T. I believe that is right. Yes, that is right. 47 is running fourth. That is Keith Lisher. Those are your top 4. And once again, we will do a single file restart with the cone in play. All right, we're trying to get him. All right, and the cone has been recoiled. The cone is heading for the infield. So we will not have single file restart with the. All right, looks like we're going to line them up in the old, looks like some people call it a Delaware restart. We have one car, the lead car up front, and everybody else side by side behind them. I believe that's the way it's going to go. Of course, they have their own rules. They race a little differently than we do here at South Texas Race Ranch. So we go by their rules, or they go by their rules. All right, I think we're close to having everybody where they're supposed to be. Yes, I guess so. We got the caution light out, so now that means Dylan Root, 41T, he's your man in the lead. He's going to lead him around. He's the man up front all by himself. Everybody else is side by side behind him. Oh, they're already angling for position as we come out of turn 3, and we're off, and we're racing dwarf car style. All right, Dylan Bednick in the 25. He makes a strong move on the inside going into turn number 1. He had the lead there for a little bit. He's now getting passed up by Rude going down the backstretch. 25 now in second. And that is Coyne in the 12T running third. All right. Got good racing up front. Back to the same 3, running 1, 2, 3. But Budnick, oh, he's into the backside of Rude coming out of turn number 1. And the number 47 car, Keith Lisher, is coming back into play now. He is challenging for third again. All right, Rude up front, Budnick second, third is Coyne, fourth is Lisher. Looks like the number 8 of Landon Falkenberg has now moved into fifth. We got one around coming out of turn number 2. That's number 47 car. That is Keith Lisher spins coming out of 2. Looks like he's away. Maybe he's not away. He's stalled up there in the top side of turn number 2. That's not a good position. And that's going to bring out the caution flag. Lisher stalled, well, maybe not so stalled. And we got another one kind of almost spun around on the infield. Coming out of turn 2 on the infield. One on the high side, one on the low side out of turn 2. Everybody's going to get grouped back up together. All right, 41T, that is Dylan Rude. He's been the man so far. Budnick in the 25 has made a pretty strong run that last time. And 12T, that is Coyne. That is Dylan Coyne out of Bernie. All right, caution flag is out. We got him pretty well lined up. Once again, we'll start Delaware restart with the leader out front and everybody else side by side behind it. He took off early the last time. And he taking off pretty early again. Heading in turn number 4. It is Dylan Root in the 41T. He's off quick. Budnick in the 25 right behind him. Dylan Coyne in the 12T running third. And Budnick gets in the backside, looks like, of the leader, Dylan Root, between 1 and 2. All right, we got that car in 4th place. Now he's coming in pretty hot. All right, we're halfway through now. As the 117T, Braden Becker, and he's starting to challenge up front. We saw him run really well in the heat race. Now he's going to get in play in this one as he now challenges Coyne for 3rd spot. That is Becker in the 117T out of Taft, Texas. All right, Braden slides up in front of Coyne. He takes over 3rd. Up front, it is still Root. 2nd place, it is still Budnick. Now in 3rd is the 117T car of Braden Becker. All right. Starting to catch the lap traffic again. Your leader is going to have to deal with a couple of slower cars down this backstretch. He picks off the first one with these. He's going to go on the inside of this one coming out of turn 3 and 4. Gets by easily. All right, Root still in the lead. Budnick 2nd. 3rd spot is Becker. Coyne in the 12T holding on to 4th. So far, so good for your leader, Dylan Root, getting past a lot of lap traffic. And a little bit of a tussle to get by there for Budnick in 2nd, but he gets by the 56. All right, things could get interesting now as we're going down the backstretch. Your leader's coming up on three slower cars. He's going to have to negotiate. All right, Jerry Book in the 50 moves over for him, a longtime veteran. He got through that one pretty easy. Still got one to negotiate here down the backstretch. Looks like the number 93 car. That is Adam Steele of Kingsville. He gets through, and no problem for Dylan Root. So it's still Root in the lead. 2nd place, the 25 car of Budnick. 3rd spot, 117. Ooh, 117, that was Becker. And he got behind and got hung up behind number 50, Jerry Book. Coming down the front stretch, cost him some time. Dylan Root wasted no time. Budnick, he's got 2nd pretty well. 117 Becker, he might have something for Budnick, but I don't think anybody's got anything for Dylan Root in the 41T. And there he goes by again with another lap. 2 to go was given as he went by. All right, should be about time to hang out that white flag, and there it is for the 41T, Dylan Root. 2nd place, Budnick. 3rd place is Becker. All right, we'd have to rule this one a no contest. For your man receiving the checkered flag right now, that is Dylan Root in the 41T. He takes a win. Dylan Budnick in the 25 running 2nd, and finished up in 3rd, the 117. That is Braden Becker. That is the finish, 1, 2, 3. In your Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. Feature race this evening. A great show. Really appreciate all the drivers here that came in and put on a great show for the Dwarf Car Series. Always appreciate them coming down. Always put on a great show. This was this one could have been better. Come on, Dustin Root. That was a little rude for you to come in here and just run away from everybody, but nonetheless, pretty strong racing effort by the 41T. Dylan Root, he's been one of the strong racers in this series all season long. Not hard to see why. All right, Dylan Root, Danbury, Texas is his hometown. These guys race all over the state, mainly the eastern half and the southern half of the state. There he is. There is your winner. Give him a big hand because these guys, like I say, they race all over Texas. We appreciate it when they come and race here at South Texas Race Ranch. And Dylan Root putting on a really good show for you tonight in the 41T.
Here he comes now. You hear y'all. Dustin Rude, not only your winner, your series champion, I believe. Yeah. Let's have a quick word, Dustin, before we get rolling here. Man, it looked like Budnick showed you a nose once or twice there and gave you a good race on the bottom, and then you kind of moved down and ran away from him there a little bit.
Yeah, it got kind of rough there on the bottom. You know, I didn't like it. The front was kind of shoved a little bit. So I tried up top, but I set the car up too tight, and I just couldn't get it to turn on entry. I was having to hit the brake, get it set, cross cut down. I was able to beat him off, but as soon as I seen him, that told me next corner is going to be a drag race to the bottom.
There you go. Well, you got it done. Anybody got to thank?
A lot of people, Randy Jackson, car owner of the Dwarf and the Mod Light, my wife and kids that support me 100%. All this time in the shop and weekends and on the road it takes. My best crew member, Josh, Bull at home, my stepdad Popcorn, my boys. I love everybody. Thank y'all.
There it is, Dustin Rude, your winner.
All right, that was Dustin Rude out of Danbury, Texas, taking the win tonight in the Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas. Yeah, and you didn't think you could get a passenger in that car, did you? Well, the one that size can go in there. All right, up next for your racing enjoyment this evening, we feature the Proline Pure Stocks. This will be their feature for the evening. And we have 11 cars scheduled to take the track, and this is the way they are lining up. Starting in first position will be Jerry Walters in the 127. Starting next to him will be Jamie Deere, 15D. Third spot, Curtis King in the 42. Rolling fourth is Dennis Folkerts, in the 139. Fifth, J.C. Paul, 4J. Sixth, Alexis Powell in the 9. Seventh, Hudson Maklachek in the 32. Eighth, Jared Carroll, Rockport, 199. Ninth, Emma Hendricks in the 8E. 10th, Stephen Whitaker III in the 88. And in 11th, Parker Titzman. Yes, we've heard that name somewhere before tonight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, his brother won earlier. And he will be driving the 56. So 11 cars taking the track. Proline, Pure Stocks, feature race of the evening. Jerry Walters, Jamie Deere. Two of the best drivers in this class start side by side up front. Should be a good one. All right. This is your Pure Stock feature race of the evening. Walters and Deere, they're in a championship tussle in this class, just like several other classes. They're starting 1-2. Watch for number 42, Curtis King. If he can get a line on the inside, he'll pass both these guys on the inside. He likes to run the bottom line. All right, up front, taking off, Jerry Walters. Away we go. Walters in the 127 leads Jamie Deere down in turn number 1, and he kind of loses the back end going into turn 1. That opens up that outside line for Jamie Deere. He takes advantage. Jamie Deere now in the lead going down the back stretch. Folkerts in third, Curtis King battling on the inside for third. Side by side for third, up front is Jamie Deere. Curtis King loves the low line, not quite able to make it work for that third spot. Dennis Folkerts able to hold on. And we got a bump, we got a spin. And 139 Folkerts goes spinning around, does the 360, and everybody rolls away. And we're still racing, we're still in the green. That cost several cars a lot of time, as now moving to the third spot is the number 32 car. And that would be Hudson Maklachek. So it's the two cars up front and everybody else racing behind them. That was Curtis King got into the backside of Dennis Folkerts in the 139, sent him spinning. Both of them are away and running, and Folkerts is back up and has now retaken third spot in the 139 car. Oh, excuse me, he did not take over third spot. My bad. He's in fifth spot. These two guys up front are so far away, I lost track of where the number one car was. But up front is Jamie Deere, 15D. Second place, Jerry Walters. They have stepped away from everybody else. Right now in the third, Hudson Macklechek in the 32. Then Stephen Whitaker the third in the 88. Then Dennis Folkerts in the 139. Then Curtis King in the 42. The two that got into the little spin-out fest over in turn number 2. All right, still Jamie Deere with a good lead over Jerry Walters in second. Hudson Macklechek, 32, hanging on to the third. Got two very young drivers there. Macklechek, 32. Stephen Whitaker the third in the 88. All right, it's Dennis Folkerts now in the 139 coming up, looking to get around Stephen Whitaker the third. They make some contact over in turn number 2. Looks like Folkerts going to take that fourth place spot. Jamie Deere continues to step on out a little bit here as he's got a pretty good lead built up now over second place Jerry Walters. Third place is continues to be Macklechek. All right, it's Jamie Deere still in the lead. Second place, Jerry Walters. Jamie Deere fixed to catch a lot of back markers here pretty quick. See if that affects anything as far as our lead. He's got a pretty good one. All right, we get to halfway this time by. As Jamie Deere is starting to catch a lot of slower cars. He's going to have to work his way around. I don't think they're going to be too happy to be lapped, so we'll see how this goes. Down the backstretch, he's encountering two of them as we go by right now. Let's see how this works out for him. And he's pretty well blocked. One on the inside, one on the outside. That's not good. All right, he's got his chance now to get around Emma Hendricks in the 9. He does take that, the 199 car in his way. That is Jared Carroll. He's behind Carroll. This is loud. Jerry Walters close up a bit, but all right, he's gotten by Carroll. Looks like pretty much he will as he come out of turn number 4. He will have that spot, I'm assuming. No, maybe not. Carroll fights him back. All right, now then, Jamie Deere is free to run. And it's now Jerry Walters who has to work around those two cars. Meanwhile, back in third, way back in third, is Hudson Macklechek in the 32. As Walters now works his way around the 8E car of Emma Hendricks. And he has Hendricks going down the backstretch. Walters still working to get around the number 9 car of Alexis Powell. He has done that. Jamie Deere has some clear sailing for a little while, looks like. Walters is still trying to work around the 199 of Jared Carroll. And looks like he's got that as we go down the backstretch. All right, Walters, one more car to get around. That is the 8E of Emma Hendricks. He's going to probably accomplish that as we go through number 1 and 2. And he will have that secured as we come out of turn number 2. But meanwhile, Jamie Deere is moving away a bit. He has a good solid lead in the 15D up front. Second place, 127, Jerry Walters. Way back in third place is the 32 of Hudson Macklechek. In fourth is the 139 of Dennis Folkerts. And yeah, they've got pretty well spread out over the track. All right, running back in fifth. A little bit of surprise. Stephen Whitaker the third in the 88. Usually one of the guys running up front. Did not do well in the heat race, and not doing particularly well here. As we get the 2 to go, as Jamie Deere goes by this time. 2 to go in your feature race in the pure stock class. White flag, Jamie Deere, he goes past. He's got one more lap. Put this one in the book for as a win for him. Down the back stretches, Jamie Deere. He's got this one put away. Let's mark him down with a W for this one. Here he comes. Here's a checkered flag. There's your winner, Jamie Deere. Second place running right now, 127, Jerry Walters. And your third place car is coming around right now. The number 32, Hudson Maklachek. Hudson Maklachek takes third place. That is the way to finish, 1, 2, 3. Of course, that was probably affected quite a bit by an early incident between Curtis King and Dennis Folkers, a couple of guys who probably would have been in that mix a little more, but they got way behind with a spin very early on in this feature race, and, well, it opened up the door for a pretty good run by the man that takes the win, Jamie Deere, and he's not unaccustomed to winning races here. And a nice run by Jerry Walters. These two guys, they're always battling 1 and 2 in this class, but tonight the win belongs to Jamie Deere, who forgot to pick up the checkered flag on his way around. So he's got to go by and pick that up back on the back stretch. Come on, Jamie. You know the routine here. Hop over in the back stretch, you get the checkered flag, then you come back around and you talk to Owen, and you can get your trophy. All right. All right, we'll just come in the opposite way this time. All right, they used to call this the Polish victory lap when you go the opposite direction, but we'll call it the Jamie Deere victory lap tonight as he celebrates a win. There he is, Jamie Deere, longtime racer here at South Texas Race Ranch. Always brings a good car, puts on a good race. All right, we give Jamie Deere a chance to unbuckle, take the helmet off, and it takes a while to get out of these cars. Got a 5-point harness in there you got to undo, and take down the window net, take off the helmet. Can't just jump out. All right, there he is. Let's give a big hand for Jamie Deere. Jamie Deere, one of the best racers around here for some time, and always a popular with fans, always puts on a great show.
All right, Jamie, good run tonight. I tell you what, starting outside front row, looked like that was the kind of the place to be. You really ran away from Walters off the bottom there. Looked like it was going to be a good one. Both of y'all coming off of big wins in the heats, pretty easy, and really y'all kind of drove away from him there. The high side, was that in your plan all along?
Yeah, the high side was my plan the whole time. I knew Jerry and Curtis would be on the bottom the whole time, so I stuck to the high side, and I never saw anybody, so I kept it there.
All right, anybody you want to thank?
Basically, Lori, my girlfriend, she's let me do all this stuff, and Glenn Rahe, Daryl Prosek with Dart Pro Construction, Mark Calhoun, and just me and my family.
All right, y'all give him a round of applause. Congratulations, Jamie Deere, your winner.
All right, folks, Jamie Deere. Didn't do nothing to hurt his lead in the points in this particular class. All right, folks, stand by for some excitement. This next race should be pretty wild. Not that these haven't been pretty wild so far. They have been, but we've got 23 limited modifieds in the house. All these guys are fast. Almost all of them have tons of experience on this track. This should be a good one. Let's introduce you to our racers. Starting off on the pole, J.J. Jennings, Corpus Christi, into 26th. Next, Ray Allen Kuhanek, into 33. He's from Danbury. Starting third, Marcus Maklicek, 879. Starting fourth, Benjamin Maklicek, into 13M. Starting fifth, Cody Beto, into 77. Sixth place, Chris Rye, $4. Seventh, Daniel Preston, in the BD2. Starting eighth, Trent Beaver, China Grove, Texas, driving the 14. Starting ninth, Brian Rye, drives the 184. Starting 10th, Chase Lavin, in the 15. 11th starter is Gilbert Pettis, the third in the BD1. Starting 12th, Jarrett Barber, driving the 19. He's from Robstown. 13th car at the starting is Ziggy Reeser, starting 13th. He's from Orange Grove, Texas. 14th, Jared Maupin in the 91, College Station, Texas. 15th, Derek Gonzalez. He's driving the 73. Starting 16th, Jaden Edmond, 00E. Starting 17th, Brock Bowen from Fannin, Texas, driving the 30K. 18th is Zach Courtney, Corpus Christi, Z76. 19th place starter, Vincent Aramindia from Seguin. He is in the 14A. 20th is Hector Aguirre in the 115. 21st, Jet Garza, 71 is his car number. 22nd, Robert Boyd McAllen. He drives the number 2. And in 23rd starting position, Michael Carranzas past Texas. He is in the 76. This one should be a lot of fun. A lot of really, really good drivers. A lot of former track champions, guys who have won a lot of races here, all in this, and all of them, just about every one of these guys bring a great car to the track every week. Ray Allen Kohanek, J.J. Jennings, Marcus Maklicek. We got lots of outstanding drivers in this one. This one should be fun. This one should be a whole lot of fun. This is your limited modified race, 23 cars on the track. Up front, J.J. Jennings, Ray Allen Kohanek on the outside. And right behind them is Marcus Maklicek in the 879. All three of those drivers have won the heat race earlier tonight. And they're ready to pick up where they left off with another win in the feature. Here we go. Bring it around. J.J. Jennings says time to go. And here we are. Let's roll them. Up front, J.J. Jennings. Second place, Kuhanek. Driving up in third, that is Maklicek in the 13M. Benjamin Maklicek. And we got Maklicek side by side for third spot. Up front, though, it's Ray Allen Kohanek with a strong move, getting past J.J. Jennings. Marcus Maklicek now takes over sole possession of third spot. All right, Kohanek in the 130, in the 33, excuse me, not 133. In the 33, Ray Allen Kohanek up front. J.J. Jennings second. Marcus Maklicek is third. They were your three heat race winners. They're running 1, 2, 3 right now. All right, we got a car very slow down the backstretch. We got the ones way slow down the backstretch, and we got a little melee over here in turn number 2. Nothing but too serious. And we got a car around over in turn number 1. We got a caution light out, obviously. We have more cars spinning around over in 3 and 4. And yeah. You had a car that was very slow over in turn number 2. I believe it's that car right there. I can't tell the number. That looks like number 2. That is Robert Boyd. He was very slow coming out of turn number 2. Kind of messed up the whole field for everybody a little bit as they all slowed. Some slowed down, some didn't. And some continued to slow down as we went around the track, and others didn't. So, yeah, everything got a little disjointed there. We got one going into the pits. I can't tell who that was, but one car went into the pits. I'm not sure. I think it may have been the 15. We'll check on that. So things got crazy all of a sudden for no real good reason. But it happens. All of a sudden people look up and people are slowing down, and other people beside them aren't slowing down. They're still going. So I believe that was Chase Lavin in the 15 took his car into the pits. We got another going into the pits right now. That looks like number 76. I'm assuming that's Michael Carlock, I think. It's a long way over to see in the pits sometime who's going over there because they disappeared down the hill real quick. All right, I think everything's okay. We had a couple of cars have to go to the pits. I don't believe that was Carlock. Excuse me. Carlock's still out on the track. think we're going to have a complete restart on this one. Everybody gets their spot back pretty much. All right, I think Chase Lavin was one of the ones that went out. I'm trying to see if anybody else is missing here. I know that Boyd in the 2 car, I believe he went out, but he was the one who slowed coming out of turn number 2 that kind of got all this mess started. And we're still trying to get everybody sorted out and situated and put them back in the right spot. So right now up front, looks like J.J. Jennings, Ray Allen Kulhanek, they hold on to the 1 and 2 spots. Jennings in second, Kulhanek in first. I'm saying that third car right now appears to be, and we're still working on this, appears to be, I think that's Vincent Aramendia. We're still getting them sorted out. All right, hold on. All right, third place, that would be Benjamin Maklicek in the 13M. It's out, but it's back. He's next to last. 2 is going. All right, Marcus Maklicek coming back on. He went to the pits. He kind of got caught up in that melee a little bit, but you go to the pits, you go to the back, and we're going to the green. Here we go. All right, up front is Kulhanek, second place. It is Jennings. Third spot is Benjamin Maklicek. He don't have number on this side of the car. It's been a little hard to spot him all night. In fourth is the 14 car. That is Trent Beaver. All right, got a good battle for third spot right now. Benjamin Maklicek has third. Trent Beaver in the 14 would like a piece of that. All right, in the back of the pack, we got a pretty good tangle coming out of turn number 2 right now. But up front, Kulhanek, Jennings, Maklicek, Beaver, Beto. They run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. All right, try to get these spread out a little bit. The whole track started to get spread out. Now it's time to go racing, guys. The guy that's doing the racing right now is Ray Allen Kulhanek in the 33. He's the man up front. He's the man that's taking off. He's the man leading the way. He is the man. J.J. Jennings in second, but now Benjamin Maklicek in the 13M closing in tight on him for that second spot. Trent Beaver in the 4th spot, getting a pretty good run now by Cody Beto in the 77 for 4th. All right, it's Kulhanek up front, Jennings second. Benjamin Maklicek third, Beaver fourth, Beto fifth, and the 184, that is Brian Rye in sixth. All right, halfway for Ray Allen Kulhanek as he goes by the start-finish line right now with the lead. Kulhanek continues to stretch that lead out, although he's fixed to come up on some slower traffic, haven't been lapped yet. All right, we got one around over in turn number 2. He seems to be stopped there. Oof, 14 barely gets by that. I can't tell the number on that car. But that is going to bring out a caution again. We look like a solo spin over in turn number 2. We'll wait and see who that is. I think I know who it is, but don't want to call it unless we know for sure. Looks like it's BD1, Gilbert Petters the third. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Looks like with our leader. Let's see. Yeah, we got some. I don't know. Can't tell. Maybe it's just dust coming out of the back of that 33. I think that's what it was. Looked like he was smoking there for a minute. All right, BD1 with the one with the solo spin over in turn number 2, and that'll send him to the back. I think Ray Allen Kohanik's okay. Looked like he might have been smoking there for a minute. Looked like, well, he might still be smoking. We'll check it as he comes past the start-finish line. Your leader, Ray Allen Kohanik, in the 33. Second place, yeah, I got pretty good smoke coming out of Ray Allen Kohanik, number 33. We'll see what he does. He looks like he's pulling over, letting some of the other cars by. Not sure. J.J. Jennings goes around him. Looks like Ray Allen Kohanik still wants to hold that spot. As it looks like J.J. Jennings is coming over for a consultation on the backstretch. We'll see what that is all about. May have been, check, make sure the hood is tight. Not sure. Looked like that's about all we looked at. Might have been complaining there was some fluid coming out of the 33. Not sure about that either. All right, everybody. Yeah, that is oil. Evidently, it's oil coming out of number 33. That's what J.J. Jennings wanted to go over and talk to the track official about. 33, Ray Allen Kohanik is putting out a lot of smoke, and apparently he is leaking oil. And, yeah, we're going to have to talk to Ray Allen Kohanik about that. You know, you're giving that car behind you a lube job, and he really doesn't want one. So that's unfortunate because Ray Allen Kohanik had been stepping on out with a good lead. But once that caution hit, it became very obvious that that car was smoking and probably putting down some oil. So we are having a discussion about that right now. All right, they're going to let him continue. And it looks like... All right, so the decision has been made. Ray Allen Kohanik can continue. For as long as that car holds out, anyway. He says he still has oil pressure. We'll see. We'll see if he can make it to the finish line. He's putting out a whole lot of oil there. But, of course, it can be deceiving. Gets on the header or whatever, some part of the hot on the car, and it throws out smoke. But I don't know that. We'll see whether he can finish this one or not. Ray Allen Kohanik up front in the 33. Second place, J.J. Jennings in the 26. Third is Benjamin Maklicek in the 13M. Fourth is, I believe, the 14 car of Trent Beaver. Fifth is Cody Beto in the 77. And that is your top five. Ray Allen Kohanik, smoking as he may. He's leading them to the start-finish line, and here we go. J.J. Jennings said, I'd like to get around this guy. He's covering my car with oil. But Ray Allen Kohanik, oil or no oil problem, he is scooting on by. Woo, he is putting out some oil now. Whoa. He's almost getting in his own oil there. He's still running. Ray Allen Kohanik says, let's get this thing over. I want to get this done. I want to win while I still have oil. Lord have mercy. But he's hanging on. He's pulling away from J.J. Jennings in second place. Third spot is still Benjamin Maklicek. Comes old Smokey. He's rolling by again. Trent Beaver in fourth. Guys in second and third, fourth saying we're just waiting for that car to blow, and then we're going to go. We'll see how long. They maybe wait until it's too late, because he is still a flying. I guess when the smoke quits coming out, we know he's not going to have much longer. Right now, he's blowing smoke and a going. Ray Allen Kahanek in the 33. Second place, J.J. Jennings. Third place, Benjamin Maklachek's been that way for a while. And it's over. And we're done. Out goes Ray Allen Kahanek. He made a good run of it, but wasn't able to finish it. Took it to the pits. All right, that puts J.J. Jennings in first now. In the 26, second place is 13M. That is Benjamin Maklachek now coming up into third. Trent Beaver in the 14. Cody Beto in the 77 is fourth. And the $4, that is Chris Fry. He is running fifth. At fifth spot, we got the Rye brothers battling, and we see them battle a lot. Chris is in front, Brian Rye behind him. Up front, it is J.J. Jennings. He is hitting some traffic now, slower traffic, but he's only got one more lap to hold on, but he's got to hold off Benjamin Maklachek in the 13M. Benjamin Maklachek, strong move on the inside. The 14 is right in the way, and yes, 14 car that kind of ruined the plans there of Benjamin Maklachek to go racing off on the inside. There's your chicken flag. J.J. Jennings with the win. Second place goes to Trent Beaver. Third place goes to Cody Beto. That 14 car, well, 14, not 14A, but 14A of Vincent Araminde looked to be the car that kind of got in the way between the two leaders as Benjamin Maklachek was making a power move on the inside, trying to cut down in there, but he ran into the 14A of Vincent Araminde. Was right in his tracks where he needed to go and couldn't make that pass, and he winds up on the inside. And your winner is J.J. Jennings in the 26 car. And, well, got to give a salute to Ray Allen Kahanek. He gave it a heck of a run, but ran out of oil. But he was pushing it as hard as he could, trying to make it last to the end, but it didn't. And so, unfortunately for him, yeah, it's just a frustrating night when something went wrong under the hood and it cost him a race. Here comes J.J. Jennings in the 26. J.J. Jennings might have a little extra slickness going through the air tonight. He had all that oil on the car. That air just went right over the top. No, I don't think that's right. But he was kind of in a difficult spot right behind the car. It was leaking a lot of oil. He knew he's probably not going to make it to the end, but he had to hold his spot in order to get that win, and he did. So there's your winner, J.J. Jennings.
Woo, what a race. That was a good one. JJ, you and Ray Allen had a good start there and got rolling there. Man, the high side seems to be a little bit better, and he was on the outside on the start and got a big run on you. What was it at that point? Kind of just chase and hang on, and once you got to the high side?
Yeah, we started running up around the top. I was hoping to get into some lap cars and maybe they get in the way or something like that. Good fun race. Hated to see that. Hate to win them like that. Hate to see it burn motor up like that because they're expensive. But tell you what, that wasn't fun to follow him.
Yeah, Tid for he was laying down a little smoke screen on you there, and JJ did stop to tell me, hey, man, he's going to burn his motor up. He's dumping oil everywhere. So, but that was Ray's choice to keep going. Anyway, who do you got to thank, man? You did a great job as usual. Always a fast car. Who do you got to thank for all this, man?
Man, of course, my whole family here. Caleb's birthday today. Owen said I have to mention him because he scrapes mud for everybody in the pits. Made about $40 a night. Wife, kids, mom and dad, brothers, everybody in our family. Thank all you fans coming out, spending your money here to have us a track to race at, Owen and all the crew. What a night. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, tough break for, I don't know if you know, Ben Maklicek was trying to give you a run right there at the end, and the lap car got him. Man, I hated to see that for Ben. Good racing, guys, good racing. So let's get a picture, grab the trophy, and y'all get in here. Don't cover up the number.
All right, folks, J.J. Jennings, your winner tonight in a very exciting limited modified race. Don't forget, folks, 1 week from today, we'll be right back here, October the 1st, Ames Ford night at the races. And we'll be putting on a full show. We won't have the Dwarf cars back, but every other classic car that you see run tonight, they'll be running 1 week from tonight. We'll be right back here. That is October the 1st. There you go, October the 1st. All right, as the winner from the Limited Modified rolls away, that is J.J. Jennings. We get ready to introduce you to the next race of the evening. That is the Mini Mods. Here's the way they line up. Looks like this. On the pole, Chris Dudley in the 112, starting second. Mike Lindsay in the 8-ball car. Third is Bill 6, ironically in the number 6. Starting fourth, Bill Dunker in the 21. Starting fifth, Steve Loy in the 15. Rolling off seventh, T.J. Boyd. He drives the number 12. Starting seventh is Jerry Schwartz. He drives the number 5 car. Eighth is Andy Anderson from Mathis in the 56. Starting ninth is Sharon Harding. She is in the number 16. And starting in 10th will be Corey Harding, in the 59. All right, Mini Mods, come on down and join us. Please. Here they come. Here's your Mini Mods rolling on the track right now. At 15 car, that is Steve Loy. He came in tonight leading the points in this class. All of that's available in your program this evening. And he is 8 points ahead of Bill Dunker. Bill Dunker in that 21 car is 8 points behind. So some points will be decided here right now, as the caution light is out. And we're ready to go racing. And we're off. Up front, 15, Steve Loy. Notice we didn't start the way the lineup said we were going to start, but hey, who cares about rules? Let's go racing. All right, Bill 6 charging up on the outside. Inside is Loy in the 15. We got the 16 car very slow down the back stretch. All right, is Bill 6 on the outside. He's making a run now. 4 on the outside for the lead. Steve Loy on the 15, battling back. Got to watch the 16 car down low. All right, it's Bill 6 and the 6 now taking the lead. And going real slow is Loy, the 15. He loses 2 spots coming into turn number 2. That's 2 hot chargers right up into the mix. That is number 8. That is Lindsay in the 8 car. That is Dudley in the 112. The 112 car of Dudley, he won the heat race earlier tonight. And he has got a hot car, as does Lindsay. Those 2 are always good. Bill 6, always good. And there is Andy Anderson. We wondered what happened to him in the heat race. He was not very fast. He is usually one of the top runners. And Andy Anderson has found his speed again in the 56. All right, we got a grit battle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running nose to tail up front. Your leader is Mike Lindsay in the 8. Second place, Bill 6. Third place, Chris Dudley. Fourth place, Andy Anderson, who has just been informed why he was slow in that heat race. He lost a tire. That'll slow you down a little bit. All right, Lindsay starting to pull away now. Bill Six in second. Chris Dudley in the 1-1-2, trying to hold off Andy Anderson for that third spot. We got 3 cars right there battling for second, third, and fourth. Anderson on the inside. They just about went 3 wide through turn number 3. Up front, it is Lindsay in the 8. He is taken off from the others. All right, 6 is now secured sole possession of second spot. You got a battle side by side by Dudley and Andy Anderson. Dudley starting to show a lot of sparks coming out from under that car again as he went into turn number 1 that time. Didn't seem to hold him back in the heat race. It looks like his brakes getting very hot. That's what it looks like, but I'm not sure. Meanwhile, up front, Mike Lindsay in the 8 ball. He is rolling and a-going. All right. Bill Six in second. Dudley in third. Dudley putting the pressure on Bill Six. Andy Anderson right there in fourth. All right, Lindsay still with the lead. Second place, still 6. Bill Six driving the 6, and Dudley in the 112 is running third. Trying to figure a way around that 6 car. Andy Anderson is hanging on in the number 56 car, running in fourth. All right, Lindsay stretching it on out. Got a full straightaway lead on the other cars. As we get 2 to go as he rolls past. 2 to go for Michael Lindsay and 2 to go for the rest of the crew as they roll by now. Bill Six still in second. Dudley in third. Andy Anderson in fourth. Those 3 cars are going to have to settle out 3 different positions there. 2 different positions. Second and third yet to be settled amongst those 3. I think first place is settled. Here he goes right now in the 8 ball car. That's Michael Lindsay. All right, 1 more lap. Decide who's second, third, and fourth. Bill Six has second. Chris Dudley has third. Andy Anderson may have lost touch with these 2, so it's probably between those 2 to settle second and third. As your winner rolls on by, Michael Lindsay in the 8 takes the victory tonight in your feature race. Second place going to be tight, but it's going to be Bill Six. Bill Six takes the second spot and moves Dudley is into third. Chris Dudley runs third. Bill Six is second. And your winner. When he's hot, he's hot. When he's not, he's sometimes not. But tonight he was hot. The number 8, Michael Lindsay, in the 8 ball car. The number 8 takes your victory in your feature race. Mini Mods. Brand new class, first year running here at South Texas Race Ranch. And we built the numbers of cars up to 10 cars tonight. So we're doing pretty good. Slowly building this group up. And yeah, Michael Lindsay going to do a couple of donuts over in turn number 4. All right, there's your winner, Michael Lindsay, driving the 8 ball car. There he is. Let's give him a hand.
All right, good run. I tell you what, had to start there a few spots back with the invert. You're not necessarily used to that. You know, you've been winning. So, no, it was good. A good showing. You guys had a hell of a race there to get to the front. I know you put about a straightaway on them after that. So you took off and ran. It was a good race. Who do you think for all this?
Well, as always, I always have to thank Corey Harding. Without him, I wouldn't be here. Steve Loy for building all these cars, making it a lot of fun. You for putting on the races, and all of you for coming out and cheering us on.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Factory stock time. Here we go, the factory stocks. This ought to be a good one right here. I tell you what, that second heat earlier was unbelievable. So here we go.
All right, race fans. We've saved a good one for our last race of the evening. It'll be the same Ford Factory Stocks feature race. And I told you the limited modifieds, we had a lot of very good drivers with very good cars. Same can be said for this group. A lot of veteran drivers who bring very good equipment to the track every time, and they know how to get around this track. Several of them have been racing here for many, many years, and they know the ins and outs and how to do it. And this should be a fun race. Let's give you your starting lineup for the same Ford Factory Stock feature. We have 14 cars scheduled to race. Starting on the pole will be Brian Rye in the 154. Starting second, Chuck Perry in the 115. Starting third, Jared Maupin out of College Station. He drives the 91. Fourth, Joey Heineman in the 41. Starting fifth, Megan Dodson in the 133. Starting sixth, Nathan Rahi, 25R. Starting seventh, Mason Castaneda, Orange Grove, Texas. He's driving the 47. Starting eighth, E.J. Gilpin, 21B. Starting ninth, William Stevens in the 13S. 10th place starter, Cody Leonard out of Sinton in the 12. Starting in 11th, Jared Barber in the 7X. He is from Robstown. Starting 12th, Raylan Kahanek. Hoping for a little better luck in this one. In the BD3, he's from Danbury. He starts 12th. Starting 13th, Jesse Sandoval in the 7. Starting 14th will be Joshua Sewell from Kingsville in the 38. All right, this should be a good one. Keep an eye on the man starting in third, Jared Maupin, 91. He's going to look to make a real quick charge. Up front, it is Rye. He and Maupin had a really good battle to begin to close out their heat race, 54, Rye leads them around. And we've already had a tangle, And yeah, that's bad news for Jared Maupin. He tried to make a move on the inside. I don't think Brian Rye was real happy with him coming on the inside and kind of closed that door. The two of them got together before we ever even got to the start-finish line. And the 7X is in the infield, but Brian Rye, he tried to shut down that move by Jared Maupin. I told you Jared Maupin would be very aggressive in the 91, and he tried to make a run right at the start-finish line to get around Brian Rye. We saw those two tangle in the heat race, bumping each other between turns 2 and 3, but looks like Brian Rye got the worst of that, as he's going to have to be pushed around the track. And, that maneuver, good or bad, has benefited Jared Maupin as he now moves up a spot. And he will be beside Chuck Perry on the front row. Not really sure what happened to Brian Wright. I know they got together pretty hard, but I'm not sure what it didn't appear to be hard enough to retire that car, but I can't really tell. All right, here we go. All right, like I said, Maupin moves up the front row next to Chuck Perry. All right, we'll see how well Jared Maupin moves him around. See if somebody tries to inside him. Here we go, Maupin away quick, Chuck Perry away quick on the outside. Chuck Perry's found some momentum on that outside. Let's see if he can make it work. It worked for him in the heat race. Jared on the inside, outside. Chuck Perry showing a lot of speed up high. That's where he run to win his heat race. That's what's working for him right now. Maupin on the inside, Chuck Perry on the outside. Perry going to lead the first lap. Again, Chuck Perry working that high line, finding speed. Second place is Maupin in the 91. Third place is Heineman in the 41. Here we go. Looking on the inside is Maupin. High side, Chuck Perry. All right, once again, Chuck Perry with speed on the outside. Jared Maupin trying to find speed on the inside. And Joey Heineman coming up to keep him company. All right, Chuck Perry taking away a little bit from Maupin. Maupin in second, Heineman third. Got a runner now coming up in the 47. Starting to make a move. That is Mason Castaneda in the 47. He's making a move on the inside, getting around Nathan Rahi. Looks like he's going to take over that sports spot. Rahi holds him off for now. Again, it's still Perry in the lead. Running second is Maupin. Third place is Heineman. Fourth place is now Castaneda, but he's got a lot of company there for that fourth spot. Again, Maupin looking down low. We got a car stopped right here at the start-finish line. That is not a good spot to be stopped. And that is the 133. I believe that is Megan Dotson out of Portland with a spin right here at the start-finish line. That brings out a caution. All right, Megan Dotson with a solo spin. Megan Dotson goes to the rear. Up front is Chuck Perry. Chuck Perry, like I say, he's found some speed up on the high side of the track, and he's making it work. Second place is Jared Maupin in the 91. Third is Joey Heineman in the 41. Your points leader is 25R, Nathan Rahi. He runs in fourth. In fifth is the 47 of Mason Castaneda. That's the way they run right now. As you can see, the cone is on the track. That means we're going to have a single file restart. And yeah, Jared Maupin, known for kind of trying to get a jump. Well, he's not going to be able to get a jump until we hit that start-finish line. It should be a pretty interesting race down into turn one between Chuck Perry and Jared Maupin. All right, we got green, we got racing. Here we go. Chuck Perry leads him across the start-finish line. Jared Maupin in second. All right, down the backstretch is Perry and Maupin and Heineman. All right, Maupin with a good run down on the inside. Chuck Perry pushes way up high in turn number two. That's going to cost him a lead as Jared Maupin now takes first place. Chuck Perry seems to be having some problems with that car. Didn't go through turn one and two very well in the first lap and had a little trouble there as well. And once again, Chuck Perry kind of coming up high. Jared Maupin in the lead. Chuck Perry trying to hold off the 41 car of Heineman. Not going to be able to do it. Heineman takes that second spot. Perry to third, but battling back on the inside of Joey Heineman. Looks like Chuck Perry having a hard time turning that car. I'm not sure. Kind of losing a little front grip. Not sure what's going on there, but having a hard time turning the vehicle. As now we have the number 12 car. That is Leonard. Cody Leonard coming up and taking that second spot. Up front, Jared Maupin has it. Cody Leonard, he's got the speed to catch him. We'll see what happens. Chuck Perry still holding on third. Mason Castaneda in fourth. All right. Looks like that BD3, Ray Allen Kahanek, he's starting to come up and challenge up in the front. Well, he's not challenging our leader, Jared Maupin. He's got this one in pretty good shape as we get the halfway signal as we roll past the start-finish line this time. It's Maupin. It's Leonard, Chuck Perry, Ray Allen Kahanek, Mason Castaneda. That's the way they run 1 through 5 right now. All right, a battle for third. Mason Castaneda in the 47. He's going to make the move is Chuck Perry. Oh, excuse me, that's BD3. I thought that was 47. BD3 makes the move now to third. That is Ray Allen Kahanek. Takes that third spot away from Chuck Perry. Ever so slightly, Cody Leonard closing in on your leader, but he's got a pretty good amount of ground to make up. He's maybe hoping for a caution. BD3, Ray Allen Kahanek. Yeah, he'd like to have a caution, too. He'd like to make up for that running out of oil in the limited modified class, and that caused him a possible victory. I think he probably checked the oil pretty close on this one, on the BD3. It's still Maupin. He's going to be hard to catch. Leonard in second. Third is Ray Allen Kahanek. Fourth, Chuck Perry. All right, Ray Allen Kahanek's kind of caught that second place runner. Cody Leonard, Ray Allen Kahanek in the BD3 now closing in on Cody Leonard for second place. Up front, it's all about Jared Maupin. He has this one, unless something goes wrong. All right, 2 to go as Jared Maupin rolls by. All right, we've got a pretty good battle shaping up now for second. Up front, no contest as the white flag is out for Jared Maupin. Second place, Cody Leonard. Third place is Ray Allen Kahanek. They got one lap to decide who's second and who's third. I think we know who's going to win. Down the back stretch, Cody Leonard with the lead. Kahanek closing on the outside. Going to have a hard time making that work. He's going to try and diamond it down. Not going to be enough. Your winner is Jared Maupin. Second place goes to Cody Leonard, and 12th. Third is Ray Allen Kahanek in the BD3. That is the way they finish. Ooh, and well, unfortunately, a little bit of contact there. And the 21, as he hits the wall right here at the very, very end of things. That's E.J. Gilpin. So your winner, Jared Maupin. Wasn't so sure. He got tangled up before we ever got going with Brian Rye. Brian Rye got the worst of that, and Jared Maupin got the win. All right, don't forget, folks, right back here 1 week from tonight. We are back. We are racing full show. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, you're going to enjoy what we're going to put on for you next week. Make sure to come by and enjoy the great night of racing. Next Saturday night, also, we have Turn 5 bar wide open for your enjoyment tonight. Riptide is down there. Don't forget to go down into the pits, meet the drivers, get some pictures, let your kids look at the cars and get a picture. All of that still to be done tonight, so invite you to hang around and enjoy South Texas Race Ranch. We may be done racing for the evening, but there's still a lot of things going on here. We invite you to hang around and watch. All right, Jared Maupin in the 91, and he's going to be stepping out in a minute. We might want to give him a hand. There he is. There's Jared Maupin. Let's give him some applause.
All right, Jared Maupin, your winner in the factory stocks tonight. I'll start by saying I don't believe this is Jared Maupin style track. He can't be happy with the way the track is. Just not his style that I believe is his style. We'll let him tell us. Give us a little bit about the track. You ran two different cars. You're not used to struggling in the other car like you had tonight, so tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, we tried something that we thought would buy the ruts a little better, but we were completely wrong. We went the complete opposite way on this car, and it worked out.
Yeah, so Chuck Perry and you had a pretty good race. Chuck had a pretty good hot rod around the top, and looked like he started to fade, and you started to bring it. The car just get better as you go there?
You know, the top was really narrow to hit, and I knew eventually he was going to bobble, so I thought if I hit the middle, he'll bobble eventually, and luckily on that restart he did on the first lap.
Yeah, I tell you what, it seemed like the bottom kept getting better. More cars were running the bottom by the end of the race than the start of the race, so it looked like the track was really coming to you guys. But who do you got to thank for this 91 hot rod here?
I got to thank Jamie Fuller for providing this hot rod, all the work he puts in during the week, JGR Fab, Reflective Wrecker, ODS Shirts, James Cole, and everybody else that helps us out.
All right, congratulations. There it is. Jared Maupin picking up another win. That's, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, a bunch of wins in this factory stock here.
All right, factory stock drivers, we heard you. You're worried about racing your car for 300 laps. Worry no more, our fearless drivers. We just want to see you make 50. Our friends at RaceOnTexas.com have stepped up to give all factory stock drivers a bonus purse for the first 50 laps during the 9th annual FCA Motorsports Lone Star 600. The first factory stock to complete 50 laps each night will earn $2,000. Yes, 2,000 smackaroonies. The purse pays out the top 10 factory stocks each night. All ARCLA Techs and USRA